Hello, everybody. We're back with Oops All Halo Weekend. I just want to say thanks so much for going and checking out the new GDQ 24-hour channel. It's really fun. You can like vote on what run you want to see next. So it's a really great place. If we're not live here on the main channel and you still want speedruns, you can go over there and join the community and chat. It's a really, really fun little place. All right, folks, we're going to jump into Halo 2 Anniversary Edition Skull Protector with Coley. Coley, how are you? I'm
doing good.
I'm pumped that you're here. This is going to be a blast of a run. I love Halo 2, so this is great. What are we seeing today?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a very unique category that I made up. I think there's going to be a lot of glitches and unique stuff. But yeah, this is Skull Protector. We're going to be pretty much taking the skulls that you find in each level all the way to the very end of the level. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of unique stuff. But I'll refer to my commentators if y'all can introduce yourselves.
Hey everybody, my name is Dabbldoya. I am a fellow Halo 2 speedrunner alongside Coley. I'm the current game mod over at HaloRuns.com, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm thankful for Coley for inviting me.
Hello guys, I'm Toychest. I'm also a Halo 2 legendary speedrunner, joining Coley and Dabbldoya, and it's really cool that this run gets showcased. I'm happy.
Yeah, this run is really cool. It's actually
a really cool run.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a lot of explanations as the tricks come up, but I'm ready to start right now. So I'll let me just do this, and we're gonna start at 3, 2, 1, go.
Alert.
Yeah, this is Power Station. So something to really know about this is that if you're familiar with Halo 2 Classic, when you pick up skulls in this game, in Classic, they would activate a modifier that makes the game harder, like you saw in Lasso. However, we are an anniversary, so the skulls actually don't activate at all, which kind of gave me the idea to make this category, because it pretty much acts like a normal ledge run, other than just you know, bringing the skulls along.
Yeah, it changes the routing up a little bit, like not a little bit, a lot in some cases. You'll see some very unique stuff that he does here. This first level Kyber Station isn't too much different. It's still awesome. It's still Kyber Station. We love it. So start off here, he's gonna drop down and behind these enemies, and by jumping in here early, he actually deloads 2 extra waves. Now he's gonna walk past these guys as fast as possible and pick up a plasma pistol. That's gonna come in handy in the first hangar.
Yeah, we're just taking a little safe route here.
Up on this little ledge here. Yeah, this is a pretty safe route. Pretty normal route.
There should be an elite coming up. He's hopefully gonna kill him before he gets spotted, because this elite is very, this is legendary Halo 2. Oh, that is so unlucky.
That's unlucky.
That's unfortunate.
That is so unlucky.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got Halo 2. So for those who don't know, right there, the enemies behind you, the Marines can kill enough enemies that it spawns an extra couple enemies right there. And when that happens, it's very hard to survive that, and that's exactly what just happened to Coley. So that's a good introduction to Halo 2 Legendary right there, where sometimes the game says you are dead and you will die.
Yeah.
Just explode.
Yeah. Speaking of Legendary, we are playing on Legendary. Skulls in Halo 2 can only spawn in Legendary, so you couldn't do this in, say, easy or normal or heroic. Only in Legendary.
The grunts right there. I feel like I jinxed the run.
So that's what's supposed to happen right there. That's what's supposed to look like. Nothing else there, just the elite. So now he's going to come into Hangar 1. This is our first combat section of the run. He's going to be using his plasma pistol and some frag grenades to clear out enemies as soon as they come out of that tube. So when 2 or fewer enemies are left over, the next wave will spawn. So his focus here is to lower his enemy count down to 2 and then defeat the next wave.
It seemed like a grunt was alive.
Easy. Yeah, there's a grunt alive.
The plasma pistol is just so fun.
Yeah, the plasma pistol is so good in this game. It immediately depletes elite shields and leaves them open to a clean little headshot.
No. That's
a good play. A little bit of a delay. A little bit of delay before the final wave starts.
That's unfortunate. Luckily, I got the checkpoint.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
You're good.
Ran out of plasma pistol with 3 elites alive. And elites in this game are, if they're not blue elites, they're really tanky. Especially ultras. Ultras, I think, have 10, 8 times Master Chief's shield.
If you're trying to battle rifle down a freaking ultra, you're gonna have a bad time. Is the best way to put it. Nice, so he goes and clears this out, nice and easy.
Oh, nice prediction. Overcharge.
Yeah, doing it on the ultras is a very good idea. Oh,
and their shields recharge really fast, so if you ever overcharge an ultra, you really need to prioritize them, even if you're gonna die from some other enemy. That's how
Oh, hi there, bud.
aggressively difficult the combat is.
Yep, sometimes you just die. You explode in about under a second sometimes, and we like it. We love it here in Halo 2. So now he's going to exit Hangar 1. Some enemies are going to come out of a door. Actually, looking at this window allows you to activate the dialogue as soon as possible. So this does save time looking in this direction.
Yeah. They really want you to see the Athens and the Malta explode.
Yeah, apparently. Good lord. Yep, so M's going to be below him. He's going to drop down behind them and actually get right through nice and easy just like that. So now he's going to enter Hangar 2, which looks very, very similar to Hangar 1. It's the same objective, but just a little bit different routing. There's going to be a bunch of enemies down here on the floor, and he's going to do his best to clear them out quickly. Same rule set, where then 2 or fewer enemies are left, the next wave will spawn. He's actually going to jump up here on the catwalk and bring 2 plasma pistols with him. There are a lot more elites in this hangar than there are in the last one, so he's definitely going to need the extra firepower to take them down.
Yeah. So in Hangar 1, it started off with 2 elites on the bottom. This one starts off with 3, and then you get 1 per tube in Hangar 1. This one is 2 per tube, so it's way more combat intensive and way more chance to die just because the elites just chose to. They just chose to all shoot you, and the plasma pistol you can miss an overcharge, which he didn't, which is really good.
Okay, like run.
And yeah,
that was actually very efficient clear. Yeah. So now
that was a really good Hangar 2.
Two ultra elites with double plasma rifles are going to come out. These guys kill you like immediately. That you really don't want to be down there with them. So you see, he hung it back and took his time.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Now when enemies sit on boxes, you don't want to be next to those guys. They kill you quick. And bada bing, bada boom. That was a very nice Hangar 2 clear. So once again, he's looking at this glass that actually speeds up this dialogue and those explosions. And then he's going to drop down to the next part of this level. You're going for the checkpoint.
Oh, yeah. I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it way safe.
Okay, I was going to say, you're a madman if you're a madman if you don't go for that checkpoint. Yeah, I applaud you for that. Holy. I'm just going to wait right here for a checkpoint, and that door below him is opened up. So now we're going to see our first instance of a sword trick. This is actually a sword cancel, which allows you to move over the heads of enemies really, really fast. We'll be seeing those all throughout the run alongside the more difficult sword fly.
Hey, buddy.
So right here, 2 elites are right above him that he's going to take out. Just like this.
That's not a
do this for
plasma.
a checkpoint.
That's not a plasma.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
I might die here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. He has a checkpoint, so it's all okay. Yep, so another sword cancel. By swinging your sword and then canceling the damage with a reload input, excuse me, you can actually go right over their heads super fast.
Yeah. And a lot of melee combat in Halo, especially with the Havoc engine being introduced in Halo 2, it's more physics-based, and your reload can cancel the damage. You want to keep the physics portion, but you want to remove the damage so you don't actually connect with the enemy. So a lot of it is timing your melee with the cancel, then jumping and crouching to go over their head.
If you notice, he just picked up his first skull of the run.
Yep. You can pick up through that.
Nifty little fly there.
You can pick it up through the ceiling. We're going to see that in Metro, actually.
So this is the preview of the rest of the run, is you walking with the skull specifically?
Yes.
Well, we'll try not to walk. We're trying to go fast here.
So it's going to be a lot of walking around with the skull. You'll get very used to seeing his 2 hands on the screen here.
Almost got a good.
I like the skull.
So if you missed it right there, what do you just... Yeah, I like it too. I think it's awesome. So if you missed it just back there, he did what's called a sword fly. In Halo 2, sword flying is a staple of the speedrun, where in essence you are extending the range of your sword lunge. Is the concise way to put it. And he's doing a variation of that called a pickup fly, as it's known, where you place the skull on the ground, and by inputting a pickup action right after the fly, you get like a frame or 2 after the fly, you can actually pick up the skull mid-air as you're flying, which is super cool.
Like that.
Right there. That's a pickup fly. It looks super cool.
About that one, man.
And one difference with the pickup fly and this skull pickup fly is the skull is a support weapon, so any input like shooting or throwing a grenade will immediately remove it from your slot. So you want to hit the sword fly, pick it up, and touch nothing. So it's a very, very tight.
It's a tighter window than it looks like.
Yeah. It's a 2-frame YX RY, or triangle square R2 triangle for the PlayStation players.
For our PlayStation
Sunray.
Yeah. So for Sunray, yeah. So right in this section here, he's trying to clear out the drones in order to allow this door to open. I died, unfortunate. Yeah, so he's trying to clear out 5 or 6 drones. It's a percent HP thing. So once he clears these drones out, the door will open and the next set of enemies will come through. This is one of those sections where you can just die a couple times. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, it makes it.
So he's gonna drop the skull right here.
It's a lot harder to do it with the skull. This section's like hard enough.
Yeah.
And doing it with the skull just like it makes it like a lot harder. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see him checking behind him. He's checking for that door to open up.
He killed 3, I believe, and then 2 after the fact. 3 with the grenade, 2 with the BR.
Okay, he sees that the door's open, so he's gonna throw a distraction grenade to help draw their attention.
I might die again. All right, I'm gonna do a safe
drones.
Yeah,
do a safe
the drone coming to say hello.
Yeah, Bungie really. I'm pretty sure there was more drones in development of Halo 2. Bungie really thought they made like the best enemy, like an aerial insect that shoots like the most DPS, and they actually cut a lot of them.
In the game.
Yeah.
So there's a series on YouTube called Halo 2 Uncut, which restores a lot of the old content into the game, and there's so many drone encounters they planned, so many, and then they realize, hey, these enemies kind of stink to fight against. You know. Okay, now Coley's gonna enter this hangar and take out these enemies.
Oh,
nice.
I forgot my skull.
Nice.
Oh, you lost the skull.
Yep. So that's gonna be a common thing. I need to really keep track of where the skull is. I got an ultra, man. And
he's in melee mode, I think. I think he's stuck him.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah, he's melee mode.
He wasn't gonna pull out a sword there. All right.
Nope.
So what Cole wants, I assume you're trying to use the sword to kill a bunch of enemies, and you wanted to drop it.
Yeah, I just want to use a lot
to
of
replenish your sword.
Oh, come on, bro.
Oh,
Kyro's doing it to me right now. Kyro's doing it to me.
The ultra, as you guys saw there, the ultra elite, what was that? 3 grenades thrown at him, and he's the only one that walks out. He's like actually just that tanky.
Yeah, those guys are they're a nightmare.
Oh my.
Legendary. All right, made it through. So now this is Space 2. This is the last section before the last fight in the game. Usually you see people sword fly through here. We're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of take it nice and easy.
Yeah, this is the only...
You're going to turn into sort of...
Yeah, it's the only pickup fly that you'd actually see in normal ledge, but it's kind of funny that we don't even do it.
Yeah, interesting little reversal here.
Becomes almost like a pseudo stealth section, especially because there's a lot of ranger elites that spawn, and then there's going to be a couple over here. You're going to have to try to traverse around them, maybe even kill them if you have to.
The eagle-eyed among you will have spotted the rangers on the enemy tracker, the motion tracker to the bottom left. He's going to drop the skull and actually kill them so we can get in this door safely. There's 1, and there's 2. Oh, he was so nice to you. Did that animation.
Yeah, he did the time. He decided not to shoot both of his plasma rifles, which I think it's less than half of a second for 1 plasma rifle to kill you. And when an elite holds 2, it's like just count your days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just start praying to the god of your choosing, because you're gonna see him pretty soon. So this is the last room in the game. This is not in the game, in Kyro Station. This is the bomb room. It is chock full of elites, including a few dual wielders. Dual wielder with plasma rifles, a dual wielder with needlers. There are elites everywhere in this freaking area. And
this is the room, the lame room, right? We just call it the lame room.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it, because this room, oh my gosh, I have lost so many Kyro Station runs in this room, and it feels so bad to die here.
Everything is hard about Kyro, and then this room it just kills your gold. It's like the worst thing ever. And
and then bada bing, bada boom, he's out of Kyro Station.
Yeah, into outskirts.
The most fun, entertaining level in the entire franchise.
I want to go over some of the rules that I have for the category here, because if you know outskirts, there's 2 skulls in this level, and this is a made up category. My rules state that you must take a skull to the very end of the level, and that is specifically for this level because there is another skull in this level called "I Whippin' Your Daddy," and you can't actually take that skull. But I know there might be people who ask like, "Oh, what about this skull?" But you can't actually take it because when you get into that wave fight that it puts you in, the skull actually disappears out of your hand. So even if you wanted to, you couldn't do it with that skull. So we're taking the blind skull right now.
And plus, we're not doing that wave fight because that would be painful. Yeah, for those who don't know, the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull in this level puts you into a a wave fight with progressive ranks of waves of ultra elites, which is utterly painful, and we're not doing that. And it's also random, so it makes it even worse for a speedrun. So we're just gonna grab the blind skull, makes our lives really, really easy.
Yeah.
So right here, we're gonna see another instance of a pickup fly. You see how he grabbed the sniper rifle and he got the sword. He's gonna do a very long range pickup fly here. As soon as these enemies around this corner, just like that, nice. And now you're out, bada bing, bada boom.
And here, before he goes, he wants to kill a grunt because he triggers one spawn at the pelican that would be coming up.
Oh, come on, guys.
So they're all scared from
They're all running.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do not like you, holy.
Yeah.
I think this should still work. I'm gonna delay my checkpoint just in
Yeah,
case.
it should be fine.
And the reason why I want to kill that grunt is because it allows a set of spawns here to get spawned, which allows me to pick up a weapon. So we're gonna do our first skull smuggle actually, which is what I dub this trick, where you throw a grenade. Yeah, you throw a grenade. Hold on, it's throw a grenade, swap weapon, and puts you in a weaponless state. And you pick up the skull and go into the vehicle, all within the amount of time that you're in a weaponless state. And that allows you to take skulls and or objectives, if you want to try this in multiplayer, into vehicles. I'm probably dead here. As you can see, I did have the skull there. I gotta do this again. Oof.
So normally you're not able to take the skulls into vehicles. So that actually posed a problem for this category until we figured this out.
Oh yeah. And this was one of the first levels I tried to route out because it's one of the main driving missions in the game.
Yeah. Halo 2 being an arena shooter, you only have 2 weapon slots, and objective-based pickups only have a special slot that's what we call a support slot, and it doesn't function like a normal weapon, so it can get lost really easily. That's like one of the difficult parts of this run, is trying to retain it and also keeping it in like vehicle sections like this.
We're gonna be coming up on our second one. We want to get a Warthog here. If I had the opportunity, I'd probably stay in the Ghost. But taking this Warthog with the Marines is gonna allow us to soak up a lot of damage.
I don't think they expected us to be here.
And it's faster.
It is.
It's actually very surprising. The Warthog in Halo 2 is faster than the Ghost, and a lot of people would think it's otherwise. And I actually think it's across all Halos too, that the Warthog beats the Ghost in pure speed. So you'd want it for speed and protection.
All of us.
So taking the time to get out of the Ghost is actually not too time intensive.
Explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
Skull smuggle, very nice. He's gonna let that Marine get back in his Warthog, because that Marine will soak up a lot of damage in these next hallways. He's actually gonna drive past all of these enemies. He's not even gonna fight them. He's taking very specific lines here on his Warthog, let him get by all of this, hopefully without dying.
Yeah.
This section is known for sometimes just saying that you will die. It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah. Something special about the Warthog as well is enemies, they're coded to be smart. They would prioritize the turret guy and then the passenger, because they have the weapons that are shooting. So that's one reason you also want the Warthog, so you don't just, as you can see, all his health got hit just off of strays when they got shot. And if you don't have them, you just don't have a fun time taking the Ghost or any other vehicle.
You actually just can't survive the upcoming section without at least a Marine in your Warthog, so it is very important that you have these guys alive. If you don't have them alive, you usually have to revert the last checkpoint and make sure that they're alive, because you can't drive past these next vehicles, these shadows, without one.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, a Marine dying in this section always feels bad. It's like, well, we're at the last checkpoint, just do it again.
Yeah.
You can die here still, but it's pretty rare. And he's just driving past all these guys. Doing take good driving lines, just kind of chill.
Yeah, it's kind of just like normal legendary up until the end. But yeah, when we get to the end, another one of the things, as my rules state, I must be holding the skull on the end white screen. So I'm gonna be getting out of the hog. And I know it looks weird, but for my run to be valid, that's kind of how I do it. We're gonna get out of the hog at the very end. But it's also gonna do some very interesting stuff going into Metro. When you carry over a skull going into another level, it depends on level to level, and we'll explain them as they come up. But carryover on this level, when you carry over a skull, it doesn't matter what weapons you're holding. It makes it to where you get a full reset. So I have a sword and I believe the sniper right now, but when I get out of this hog, it's gonna force me to get a full reset of Metro. Yeah, I'm gonna like get up here.
So here we come up to the end. Yep, just like that.
Nice. That's outskirts.
Nice and easy.
On to
All right, on to
Metropolis.
One of my personal favorite levels in Halo 2. I'm not popular for that sentiment.
I'm a Metro apologist now. As I got a little bit better at it, it is quite fun. But this level is a very big pain point for a lot of runners, especially coming off of the hardest level or one of the hardest in Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo.
You immediately get sent back. Yeah, this level is just tough.
Okay, everyone be cool.
I tolerate Metro.
I think most people tolerate Metro. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate way of describing most people's feelings towards Metro. It is just a whole W simulator. This driving is pretty, turn your brain off kind of whole W. But Coley's got some really cool stuff he's going to see in the second half of this level once we get out of the tunnel. There's a very cool sword fly that it's one of my personal favorite flies in the game. Even though it's not technically like a category, it is super cool. I love it.
It's really annoying too, but
for now, yeah, it is annoying.
Thank you for reminding me
talk about that.
I need to bring up my light up. So I'll pause the game and bring up my light up because I have a little cheat sheet right on my other monitor to make sure I get it right.
Yeah, the lineup is crazy precise, so I do not blame you for doing that one bit. This tunnel upcoming is a notorious pain point for Metropolis because there is a sniper in the back that just shoots you sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you just kind of have to drive well and pray to the god of your choosing once again.
It's real interesting.
That's good.
It's real interesting how reliant you all are on the NPCs. I can't really think of many speedruns in general that really rely on NPCs like this.
It's definitely unique, and it's a function of how hard the game actually is because you just die so fast. A lot of times you need the NPCs to really help you out because you can't live otherwise. I mean, doing this section without Marines is very, very difficult, and sometimes you just die.
I assume with like in easy mode, since you have so much HP, you can just drive through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just hop in the Warthog and leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like in Outskirts, for instance, you could take the Ghost all the way.
But then
on Legendary?
In Legendary here, you need them. It's real interesting.
Yeah, that's like
you need them.
That's like one of the I don't want to say pain points, but like the little RNG factors that make you go is you actually just have to rely on AI in the speedrun.
What is going on here, man?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff happening in the background, by the way. Yeah.
So yeah, since I got a full reset, I have to get the sword from the Zealot. That's definitely a first time for me that I had to do that. Dare I say?
Here comes that fly I was telling you guys about.
I've never seen that before.
Halo 2 will always teach you something new every day.
I think this is good.
That guy
stuck himself.
What is he? He stuck himself. What? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I think he naded. Yeah, he naded.
But that's
himself.
He naded himself. He naded himself, and then he threw a nade and then went into the turret. What was that guy doing? Anyways, that was the fly I was telling you about, where he just goes right up to the skull, super vertical. It's super cool. I love that fly. Just me personally.
Yeah. And what that was is, I don't know if it was mentioned, that's a redirect fly. In Halo 2, sword flying is essentially you're tricking the game to thinking your gun is your sword, so you're doing a straight lunge. But if you bonk off of something, you can get like a precise redirect into a different trajectory. So what he wanted to do was sword fly straight at the grunt, but in standing in that precise spot on the rock, he flew all the way up to collect the skull. Also, you hit it first try, you made it look really easy.
Actually,
that was easier than...
I didn't use my cheat sheet either, actually.
Nice. Yeah, that's a way harder fly than it looks like. So here's the race section. He's going to shoot that jackal in the face, and then he's going to board this guy. He's going to do what's called a nade board. So if you press board vehicle and grenade at the same time, it actually will push the nade into the hatch and deal a bunch of damage to the driver and lets you kill him faster. So really cool piece of tech that he just made look super easy right there. And now he's going to kill this second wraith. He's going to put a bunch of shots into it while his Marines help him. And he's going to shoot the ghost and the turrets off this Phantom. That will cause the Phantom to fly away early. And then he's gonna put a bunch of shots in this wraith. He's gonna unfortunately hit his Marines in the face with that mortar blast, but yeah. And now he's gonna kill this last sniper. And he's gonna go back for his skull, which he dropped at the start here. Yeah.
I'm gonna see.
Nice,
okay, there's
nice,
a Marine.
easy.
I'm actually gonna go do this instead.
Command post in that building. We'll need to help them deal with that
I
snare.
have an extra nade, right? I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope he dropped one for me, because I don't like doing the other method for Scarab board here.
You're not a moon jump believer?
I mean, I use it for a backup, but I don't like it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair, yeah.
Moon jump.
Oh, you got a grenade. Excellent.
Antenna jump, gang rise up.
Yeah, we'll mention that in a second. We'll talk about the moon jump versus antenna jump in a moment here when it becomes pertinent. There was a raging debate among many people, and by many people I mean like 2 people, about which is the preferred method for boarding the Scarab up here. But we'll save that for a moment when we see it. Now we just walk up the stairs to hit a trigger to start the next section. Nice and easy. Carrying the skull is little buddy the whole way.
What's nice actually about this is I don't have to worry about Scarab deload like whatsoever.
Yeah, that's nice. That's super sick.
I hate counting.
Marty,
it's
he's
hard.
killing the Marines.
So up here, we're going to do a trick called Scarab Board, or Early Scarab. It has a couple different names, where we actually jump on the Scarab tank there. We jump on it early, like way earlier than you're supposed to be able to. There's a few different methods for doing this. This is the grenade method. This is the old method where you jump on the antenna and use that to kind of give yourself a lift. The other method is called moon jump, where you actually stand way further down and jump yourself up. I am a moon jump true believer. He is an antenna true believer. There's varying opinions about which is the superior method. It's moon jump. But,
yeah.
So now he's on top of the Scarab way earlier than you're supposed to, and he's going to clear out these next enemies. He's going to drop that skull in a very specific spot for later. He's actually going to go down low and clear out these enemies very, very quickly. So it turns out that all you need to do to defeat this level, to cause the level to end, is to kill the 3 pilots and the 2 pilots and the Ultra at the end of this little hallway here inside the Scarab. So there's the Ultra. He's going to backsmack that guy, backsmack one pilot.
What are you doing?
Hopefully backsmack another pilot. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And the level's done. He grabs the skull at the very end, through the ceiling, right where he dropped it before, and the level ends just like that.
That's such a cool grab. It's like
it is.
John Wick
so
action
cool.
sequence.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's really slick. I like that a lot. It's so slick. It's so cool. And we're done with Metropolis. Now on to Arbiter. Arbiter is a super short level. The skull is actually right at the end of the level, so the rest of this level is going to look like a normal legendary playthrough. A little bit of a twist. We do a big skip right in the middle to skip a huge section of the level. Killing our allies here causes them to not say their dialogue, and it actually opens the door a lot faster than normal. Just like this, he shoots that beam rifle shots, just as freeze that enemy, allows him to get a good sword cancel off. This is a cool sword cancel here. You go right over his head, and you go all the way to the end of this room, just like that. Super fun, super fast, looks super cool. I love it.
I like that cancel a lot. It's one of those cancels that gives you trouble when you start, but once you hit it and you're consistent, it's just the coolest thing ever.
It's so good. So now he's going to set up for a trick called Hanger Skip. This is actually a fairly recent discovery in the history of Halo 2. Usually you have to fight this entire area, and there's a bunch of waves of enemies, and it's quite annoying, and it takes a long time. But with this, we're going to skip this entire section. So I'll go over a short little version of this trip. I'll give you the cliff notes. So what he's going to do is he's going to do a series of movements that are going to line him up perfectly on a piece of geometry that's underneath the floor. And what he's going to do is going to lure an elite over here, and then he's going to sword lunge off of him. And by doing that, it's going to push him into the geometry in front of him, this little ramp, and then he's going to sword lunge through the floor into the hallway below him. It looks super cool. Let's see if he gets it. Got it.
Nice, first try.
Nice. That's super cool. Good job.
I like to add that I hate that version of Hanger Skip.
Yeah, it's the safest one for a marathon, but it is annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed it, dude. That was sick. Well done.
2000s video game AI are like notorious for being wonky, so just having to orchestrate everything around you to hit that trick is like, oh my god. And especially Halo 2 AI, where they're notoriously known for being difficult because they're just undertuned. It's like really cool to hit first try.
There he gets an unfortunate set of new spawns. It's a really weird elite positioning. He's going to try and get to this section. He's going to wait for camouflage like you see on this box. We should note that sticking your head in a wall in Halo 2, it actually causes you to become invisible to the enemy AI. So when he's doing this, he actually can't be shot.
Brother,
Yeah.
what's going on?
So in Halo 2, the enemies track your camera and shoot your chest. So Arbiter being an elite, he has a really long neck, and he puts his head into a wall, a box, a ledge. You see him look out into void space. The enemies immediately lose track and think he's just in the next room, but he's really just standing outside in front of this box.
Yeah, it's like playing peekaboo with a 4-year-old, except it actually is like in the game.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Peekaboo mechanics.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, well, did I get spuns? I don't think I did. I'm gonna play really safe here.
Not yet. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of hate the hanger, that version of hanger skip, because it makes that part of the room kind of weird.
Yeah, it makes it kind of wonky. Now he's just gonna try and stealth his way through these hallways as fast as he can. He's gonna use camo and get on his camo cycles. Okay, here comes a nifty little sword cancel. Just like that. Nice, kills those grunts before they're alerted.
Oh, no, I didn't. Am I die here? Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh yeah, they got alerted. Oh,
wow, nice.
Hey, you're chill.
I'm actually surprised he didn't die there, because there's something special about those grunts and Arbiter, where they don't get scared for some reason. So let's give a Halo 2 enemy a needler, a weapon that tracks, and also let's not make them get scared. It's just
it's a great
recipe for disaster.
Yep, it is a great combo that we love in Halo 2. Alright, so now he's going to do a trick called glass clip, which, if you're observant, you might note, makes you flip through the glass right here by lunging off of this enemy. He actually doesn't get it, that's okay. These doors open on the sides and lets him exit this room nice and easy.
There's chance I might die here. Yep, that's fine. We can go for it again.
Yeah, you got a really early elite, so...
Yeah, he followed you through the door, which is weird. I don't know why you did that so fast. Okay, so you go for glass clip one more time.
I will defend the Oracle.
Nice.
Got it, nice, well done. Yeah, so now he's gonna fly his Banshee down to the bottom of the map here, and the skull can actually be found on the bottom of the map here. And he can fly it to the end, and then we are done with Arbiter. Nice and short.
He switched to KBM to do this special trick called the Slinky Flip. 343, or now known as Halo Studios, when they're implementing KBM support for this game, they removed the need to have a buffer for the Banshee tricks with KBM, so you can essentially hold it down, and if you move your mouse in a specific way, you do like a infinite sideways maneuver barrel roll.
I can say
it's really fast.
Right now, we got the music. Usually when we get glass clip, it's like a 50p chance you don't get it. I love this song. It's like one of my favorites in the game.
Top 5 Halo song for me, I'd say.
Incubus to this song, super cool. Alright, he's gonna park his Banshee up top here, he's gonna drop down to the door, and that will be the end of Arbiter, nice and easy.
Alright, going into Arbiter to Oracle, so this is another carryover level. In this case, it's gonna, carrying over the skull in this level is gonna make the carryover a little weird. I only have one grenade too. That's gonna be a bit of a problem, but it's gonna make it to where I carry over my sword, but not my secondary that I had earlier, which would have been like either a needler or the carbine. It's gonna be more important on Regret later on, but that's kind of an example of how carryover is gonna work in this category.
Yeah.
So this is the Oracle. This is the longest level in the speedrun. It is a speedrun that is it is a notorious level in speedrun, normal legendary speedrun, and has maintained that reputation onto Skull Collector. You'll see that a little later.
Protector. No, I'm joking.
No. Yeah, Collector's never captured. What am I talking about? Yeah. So he's setting up a trick from dialogue skip here, where you actually, by walking backwards in that last area, you cause a few dialogue triggers to overlap. And you can hear Half Jaw and the Heretic Leader talking at the same time, and that actually saves about 8 to 9 seconds.
I didn't get it.
So now he's up. Now he's up. Oh, you didn't get it? Oh, never mind then. Excuse me.
Yeah. So now for this section, he's gonna have to kill 3 popcorn flood or infection forms that come out of those top tubes, and then 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top tubes, 2 in the bottom, and 1 more. So he got decent spawns, but it's pretty good.
I'll just set.
Yeah, still a solid clear.
As I'm probably like, this is my worst section in Oracle, honestly, because I didn't do it on a mouse and keyboard, but
that's still not bad. 120. 120 is pretty good.
So now we start the Oracle Elevator, which is an infamous part of this level of this game, because this elevator lasts about 3 minutes, and we just kind of hang out. You can't make it go any faster. It's a total auto-scroller, so we just kind of get to chill for a little bit. It is the first of the infamous Halo 2 auto-scrollers. There will be more.
It's time for the Halo 2 podcast. All right, time to start.
yeah.
What was your first Halo game, and when did you decide you wanted to speedrun it?
Halo. Halo 2 was my first Halo 2 game, or Halo game, classic on the original Xbox. And that guy kind of got messed up. Give me one moment. There we go. What was that? 10? I don't know if you saw.
I think it was 10.
10.
Yeah, Halo 2 Classic was my first Halo game, and then I kind of stopped playing it because my Xbox was broken, and it literally like breaks my breaker on the wall. So I couldn't really play my original Xbox anymore. But I got MCC around like 2023, I want to say. and I did every campaign on Legendary, and then what got me into speedrunning was actually the Most Critical Challenge. That kind of reintroduced me to just pretty much into Halo 2 speedrunning again.
For those who don't know, the Most Critical Challenge was a $20,000 bounty on Halo 2 Lasso Deathless. So like CE Lasso, there's a Halo 2 Lasso as well. There's a bounty on it for a little while that Jervalen ended up completing, so that's what Coley's referring to.
Yeah.
And what's special about the Moist Critical challenges in Halo 2, all the pickup skulls include a skull called Envy, where it's Master Chief, he's envious of the Arbiter, and it lets him use camouflage. And Moist Critical's challenge was you can't use that at all in any Master Chief levels. So a lot of it was very, very, very tough and tedious combat against lasso enemies, where there's another skull it synergizes with. They see you through the wall and they see you do other things, so it was a very tough challenge. It was really cool that it introduced you back into Halo 2.
It brought a lot of runners into the
I was familiar with like Rocats and like Monopoly when they did their runs like way back in like 2016, 2017. But yeah, that's really what reintroduced me back into Halo 2 speedrunning.
So this on the screen, what you're seeing, is a good example of head glitching. He's sticking his head into this little moving structure arm thingy here, and the enemies actually can't see him right now. He's just kind of chilling, and he's waiting for this elevator to be done. There's no way to skip this. You just kind of have to chill.
Yeah.
There's a way to skip it on co-op runs, but not for solo. It's one of those things we probably will never skip on solo legendary.
Yeah, because there's a death barrier at the bottom. It's
one
of those mysteries.
At Fortune.
Yep, there's a giant. At Fortune, yeah, at Fortune. Shout out Fortune, trying to skip it.
I guess I'll say my favorite Halo is Halo 2, and it's the first Halo I played as well. I was always envious of my cousins and brothers because they would get the Xbox, they're all older, and then they had CE, Combat Evolved, but I never got to play it. And they got a little bit older, and they weren't gaming as much anymore, but then I received the Xbox, and then my dad brought me Halo 2, and it was the first video game I played. So it will always forever be my favorite.
Alright, so Coley is entering the lab fight room. This is the hardest part of Oracle, the hardest fight in Oracle. It's also where the skull is, so it's a very consequential room. So first off, he's going to pick off these 3 Covenant here, and then he's going to move on to the Flood. There are 4 Flood that spawn here on the floor. He has to take them all out in a very specific order, and then that will cause more enemies to spawn up on this top level where he came from, for elites. So he goes to take these guys out. All three of these have to die before the next section starts. Oh, he took a death, unfortunate.
Oh, dude, where's my checkpoint?
Oh, bad checkpoint. Yeah, where is your checkpoint, actually?
I think it's Sentinels are spawning, so yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I accidentally wide on it differently. Oh, that was weird.
It's just it's fine. We get more podcast.
Yeah,
we get to hear Dabble's favorite Halo game and when he started playing.
So my favorite Halo game is unsurprisingly Halo 2. I started playing this game back in I think 2012 on a Halo 2 Classic on the Xbox 360. And then I stopped playing for about 6-7 years, and then I was reintroduced to it on MCC when it released on PC. And I've been playing it ever since then, pretty religiously. So
see if I can just like
super fun. I love this game.
There it is.
All right, there's your checkpoint. Nice, yeah. So he's gonna sword cancel over those guys, get back in a lab fight once again. Give it another try. So once again, these 3 Covenant on the ground need to die first. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Yeah, the guys in the turrets are a little weird. You have to get close to them and stuff. So now these 4 Flood have to die. There's 1 that does 3, nice and easy. 1 more left.
Oh,
there he is.
I heard him reviving, so I have to make sure he's dead.
I see, yeah. Now he's gonna jump back up and kill these elites. Nice, so these elites have a special property where their melee hitbox is offset. It's actually behind and to the left of them. So if you see him getting meleeed in the face and not taking damage, that's why. It's not something he's doing, it's just the game being unfortunately programmed, we should say, and suffering from a bad from a period of low QR.
Oh my God, bro, where are you going? 57, I think, right? None of these guys.
So now that, I think that's it, yeah. So now that he's killed that last Flood, that starts a 1-minute timer where it'll spawn up to 4 Flood infinitely. So what we do instead is we just wait out the timer and kill them all at once because that's more efficient. So he's on a 1-minute timer right now, which means he can jump up to this platform right here and he can actually grab the skull. Was that the timer?
Yeah, I'm making sure because I only see 1 right now.
Yeah, I only see 1.
Oh, hold on. No.
He is a berserking. So.
I think.
And now that's the timer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's something that can happen where you lose track of a flood and then it just all goes to pot. But now he's got the Famine Skull. This is a goal he'll be carrying with him to the end of this level. There's a bunch of flood dancing around it, which is always humorous. But now that 1 minute timer started, so we're just gonna kind of chill again. This is the Oracle reputation, where Oracle you're just kind of waiting around a whole lot. I still love this level though. Don't listen to the haters. Still.
Yeah. Take the speedrunners' opinion. We all love it.
Yep.
Don't be like the haters.
Yeah, we are all lovers of Oracle here.
My experience with Halo as a Nintendo Zelda guy, TM, I was afraid of the Xbox. It was scary. It was green. Not my favorite. But I would always play Halo Reach multiplayer at my friend's house. That was the best part.
Good man.
That's a solid choice. That's a solid choice.
Good. Yeah, a lot of people of our generation grew up with Halo Reach. Yeah.
I did when I was at PAX East last week. We were there. I was doing a video asking people about Halo, and Halo Reach was the number one choice among the masses.
Really?
Yes.
I guess that fits actually, because a lot of people grew up with Halo Reach around this time. Like, grew up and that was kind of what we played. I mean, I kind of grew up with Halo Reach. That was a game I played alongside Halo 2, so I'm in there.
I'm a little bit surprised. I would think it's Halo 3, but I wouldn't. I'm also, if Halo 3 is second, that's understandable.
So Holy just finished the lab fight. He killed the 4 flood at the end of that 1 minute timer, and that causes this door to open up. He dispatches all 5 of the Covenant within, and that causes this next area to open up after a little bit more waiting, of course. And he's going to do another pickup fly here in a second.
Oops. Ah, man.
So yeah.
Oops. Yep. Little revert. That's okay.
He hits it first try a couple times. It looks easy, but trust, it's a 2-frame trick where you have to hit 3 to 5 buttons in succession, depending on what you want to do mid-fly.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
Yeah, it's much harder than it looks. He's making it look pretty easy. Okay, he's gonna kill that grunt, so Elite's gonna come want to box him. You're about to see an example of the broken melee hitboxes here real quick. Pretty soon. No, he's just gonna camel past him. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, I got a mid-air stop, so I just had to get glitch there.
Yeah.
Very smart play.
Alright, move to the top here. There's going to be a few more enemies that come out of the door up here in front of him. You're probably going to camel, yeah, camel by him. Nice and easy. These guys don't chase you, they just kind of hang out back there. Alright, now there's 4 flood in this room and 3 sentinels he has to dispatch, and that will start the next section. That guy's fun.
We're actually going to start up a very important trick starting here. So this is actually the hardest level in this category, and that's because of the cutscene. Not this cutscene, but the upcoming cutscene on the Banshee. There was a point when I was routing this that this level was actually impossible, and the trick I'm going to show later on is it's going to be it's what makes the category hard. I'll get to it when we get to it, but right now I'm going to be looking for a plasma pistol because that's what's going to make the trick work. I heard it. Where is it?
So what he just did right there was a pressure launch. So by calling the elevator up and then back down again onto his head, it launches him super high up into the air, and it actually gives him invincibility in this case, because the game likes to make you invincible in the elevator so you don't die. But since the elevator never reached the top of the shaft, we're now invincible for the rest of the level. So he doesn't have to worry about getting hit by anything now. He just can kind of chill.
Yeah, a lot of what Bungie did for physics-based things, like an elevator moves off physics, the Havoc's physics, and it goes really fast, or like falling down something, and they put a volume in there that turns you immortal or invincible, and you essentially just pressure launch through it, and it deactivates when the elevator goes to the top, which it never will. So he's effectively invincible.
All right, I need to focus on this.
Yep, he can still die to a few things like kill barriers, but he's effectively invincible to like enemies and like normal gameplay stuff.
38.
It's a really cool trick.
39.
Alright, so now he's going to drop back down this elevator shaft, because a quirk of this trick is that it causes the elevator to appear spontaneously, and if you don't drop down this shaft early, you get soft locked and have to restart the level. So he's dropping on early here.
Ooh, is that fast?
Okay.
Can't tell. No, I think that's good.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you got good.
Yeah.
So you you can notice he's falling a little slowly here. That's intentional.
So we're gonna do a trick called I don't know what Mono caused this trick. He's the one who showed it to me. But we're gonna put ourselves in a 1-weapon state, and the soul smuggles that we saw earlier back in like Outskirts, Metro, and Arbiter, those use the method where you swap to get like a weaponless state, so you can bring the skull into the vehicle. In this case, we're gonna do something a little different. We put ourselves in a one weapon state so that when we get near the skull, it's going to. Whoa, hold on. I need to focus on this part. Hang on.
Yeah, this is a focusing area.
Oh, interesting.
It's floating.
I don't know if you hear that heretically. Yeah, we got to reset here.
I can hear it. Yeah, we can hear it. Yeah. Yeah. So he has to throw that skull through that open door, and it's very finicky and it's weird, especially with the gravity being the way it is. It's super weird. So it might take him a couple tries to get this. This is the hardest part of the run right here, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of the hurdles with the skull collector run is getting it past load zones for new BSPs. And
yeah, if we were to take
the tricks are really precise.
Yeah, if you were to take the skull, like just through, like in your hands through that cutscene, you would, it would put you in the Banshee, and the skull would like go all the way up. I have some not so good gravity actually, because I'm skipping a trigger to load these guys a little later. And yeah, you are not being nice to me. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this again. I think I'm gonna have to do a different method here.
Yeah, your gravity's a little too light. So the gravity gets messed up when you jump down the shaft because the station like jerks and it's supposed to jolt you upwards. But when you're falling like that, it gets all weird. And he dropped a little early there. I think you were like a second or two early.
Yeah.
And that causes you to be really, really floaty, as you can see. So usually your gravity's a little stronger than this, but it just kind of is how it is.
I might have to bring up a safety checkpoint specifically for this reason. Using HCM. The one area where I kind of have to if I'm in this position.
I'm a faither. I think you can get it through.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard here. I'm trying to match shift right now, which is my crouch button on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that.
So crouching.
Try throwing a grenade on the ceiling to propel you down, maybe.
Maybe.
Did he get it? Oh,
no.
that was so
right,
close.
No, the door.
Yeah, in that case, I'm kind of effectively soft flux. Let me get this up.
Yeah, the Oracle pressure launch. Simple trick to do, very precise timing to get past with good gravity and like not getting bonked by any of the cables. Like a lot of it just affects a lot of the scripts because you missed a trigger in the elevator.
All right. This should make it work.
Sometimes you just need to do this.
So I got some.
Like this is normal gravity.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. So the skull goes in that next room. It'll be very useful right here. So he's actually going to backtrack here, and he's going to shoot the ground with his Banshee bomb to shoot the wings off his Banshee and make it fit into this little room here. And this is the room where the skull is. So as you can see it on the ground on the right there, that's where he just threw it. Now he's going to shoot it up onto the ceiling. He's going to get out of his Banshee, throw a grenade, grab the skull, and get. And that was first try.
Oh my god!
First try right there.
Wow, that's awesome.
All you guys saw was his leg, but he literally just got out of the Banshee, threw a grenade, and grabbed it all in the same.
Yeah, he did like 5 inputs in the span of a couple frames there, which is super cool. That's awesome. Well done.
We'll say it's 5.
That's the hardest part of the run right there.
But yeah, it's that those inputs are really hard. I feel like they're equivalent if you're familiar with double shot, except you do it like with a left trigger.
Yeah, actually, that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Double shotting is
right, now,
you shoot twice and reload, and it makes you shoot twice.
Invincible. He's invincible now for the rest of the level. So the rest of the level is just him walking to the end with the skull in his hands. And there's a boss fight at the end here where we just kind of wait around some more. That's the Oracle special, waiting around. And then we're done with this level. Move on to Delta Halo.
Glad to get this one out of the way.
So there's another technique you can do called melee boost, where you melee and you cancel the melee over someone's head, so it lets you get a little speed.
Not letting me.
Enemies aren't very cooperative for this all the time, so you just kind of have to take them as they come.
Yeah, and a lot of this trick is almost like a sword cancel, but because it's the melee, you're taking the melee's physics. It's effectively like 2 feet in front of you. It's very, very hard. You have to like time it with like when to melee over the enemy, and you have to measure how close they are. And if they move, it's like it just ruins it. Like that was a really good one.
Yeah, that was
honestly, that's kind of like the only good place where you can get one.
Yeah, the rest of the enemies are flying all over the place. All right, so here's the Oracle boss fight. He's gonna jump on this thing. He's gonna sword slash this guy. Now that guy's gonna fly up into the tubes and say some dialogue, and you know we just kind of waiting around. This is another auto scroller. We're just kind of chilling.
Heretic leader might go.
Sword flies into the tubes. Yeah, Heretic leader, our king. He's gonna do a sword fly into this tube. Yeah, this is a hard fly. It takes a couple tries. This is deceptively a difficult fly. There you go, nice. Alright, so once you hit him again, he flies up in the tube, and that's another cycle done. He's got 2 more of those to go, and then we're done with this level. You guys kind of play around with him and do whatever you really want to. He can't touch you right now.
I feel like since his dialogue is level locked and people didn't play legendary, he's actually just describing everything that the Oracle told him that you would miss on easy, because it's usually you walk into the room and kill him.
Yep.
So if ever feels like you missed exposition, you might need to do a legendary playthrough, guys.
Yeah, just go play Halo 2 Legendary. That's a really good idea. That's a good thing for you. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing for your mental. Just low-key getting them to torture themselves in the weekend.
All right, this is the last cycle, so I can just kill him, and then that ends the level, just like that.
Yeah, I was bringing him down here just to make sure I have enough time to pick up the skull.
Oh yeah, that's smart. I like that.
That was
All right,
really
now we
smart.
move on to Delta Halo.
A lot of people's favorite mission.
Yeah, this is a really fun mission.
My personal favorite.
Yeah.
And we're gonna skip basically all of it.
And for those just
we're
joining us here, this is Halo 2 Anniversary Edition Skull Protector. Holy.
I love protecting skulls, man.
So we're just gonna, apparently, yeah. Holy.
Like Dabble said, this it's a fan favorite. It's personally my favorite mission, and it's like, let's take everything cool about it and let's just skip it. Let's just go.
Fun about it.
Let's just go. And it's honestly one of, Dabble mentioned this before, and I agree. It's one of the easiest skips, and it's like something that you can do if you load up in this game, and it's really cool. Like he just effectively walked up to hit a trigger, and he just jumped out of bounds. He's just on top of the mountain.
You can walk all around the mountains here, go out of bounds. They did not care about out of bounds at all when they made this game, which is awesome. Makes our lives really easy.
And that's like
walking out of bounds here. He's walking to the next area. There's going to be a ghost he's going to steal. He's going to do a boost with a grenade across this big chasm here. So normally you have to go into this big structure here and press a button to extend bridge. That's really slow, so we don't want to do that. So we're just going to boost across the chasm just in our own way. Going to shoot a rocket there to kill the other ghosts. Then jump in this one and get a boost across the gap. Drives in a specific spot here. Oh, he got the checkpoint. That's huge. Nice.
Nice. He's going for the sweaty launch over.
Yeah, I was gonna go for it if I get the checkpoint. I'm a little less confident in it, but
yeah, it's still fine. Yep.
Nope.
Like
second try is really good. That still saves you time over the other one, I believe.
Yep. All right, he's gonna hit a trigger there, and he's gonna drive through to the next section. He's gonna drive right past all these enemies right here. There's a bunch of enemies here that all want to end him. He's not gonna kill him. He's gonna completely ignore them and drive right past him to the next section. This next area past this one is where the skull is, so this is very important to stay in bounds here. Normally you'd see people skip all this fighting and all this everything, but we're not doing that in Skull Protector. Goes around this corner here. Nice.
checkpoint.
He's gonna up and to the left here, and that's gonna be where the envy skull actually is. You gonna make it? Yeah, you're fine.
Ooh, I got a little momentum there, actually.
That's first try.
Coming up on another structure.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's one of the hardest sections in Delta Halo. Of course, if you do
that really is.
Yeah, if you do it the way I do it.
Yeah, that section's harder than it looks, 100%. So he's just to do a couple jumps out of bounds here. There's going to be the envy skull lying on the ground right below him. There it goes, nice. Gonna drop that there for later. He's gonna grab an energy sword out of this little hut here. That'll be useful in a few seconds here. Do a nifty little grenade jump up into this geometry. That lets him skip all this section, get him skip through past all that fighting, all that stuff. Don't have to do it, just go right past it. And now we're entering the grotto section. This is one of the most infamous sections of the game. There's a whole bunch of snipers in here, a lot of stuff to deal with, and we're not gonna deal with any of it actually. We're gonna drop that right on the floor. We're gonna do another pickup fly. Just like that, and we're just gonna walk right on through. And hopefully nothing sees us. That's the goal.
Yeah, usually you shouldn't get anyone noticing you here, as long as you kill that Jyggy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys saw that, when you see him sword flying and cancel, you'd usually see an enemy. That's not required. Usually it's just a red reticle. So you base your inputs off of when you get the red reticle. So he knew that the elite was there, and he knew to fly at a certain time when he gets his checkpoint stuff to line up there safely and get past.
Now he's just walking to the end of the level here. Gonna see. You do this fly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he does the.
Yeah, do another pickup fly here to this Jackal Sniper here. Always feels good to get close to these guys. I feel like punch him in the face. Yeah, exactly. Just punch him.
I love that. It's so
Always
funny.
feels
Oh, I got drones. I'm dead. Okay.
You got drones.
Yeah, that's
Yep, best enemy, Bungie. Best enemy. Really fun.
There's a trigger here he's flying through that can spawn drones if you get unlucky, and he got unlucky. So
I just get a punch.
Like that
Gotta
sometimes.
punch him again.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the positive.
Oh, I got him. Nice, yeah.
Oh, you got him. Oh, okay. Yep, just hide from him. Nice and easy. That guy's taking his time.
Nice.
There he goes.
Good adaptation.
Okay, and he's gonna kill these two enemies, and that will end the level nice and easy.
And you guys saw he sword canceled over him. That was because if you go up to the top when you start killing them, you actually despawn 2 extra elites.
Yeah, normally when he killed these guys, there's 2 extra elites that spawn, but those motions he did prevented that, which is super awesome, super cool. So now we're on to Regret, which is another infamous level because it has several auto-scrollers, several sections we just kind of have to sit through.
Oh no, that sounds like a fun time to me. We get to bring back the podcast.
Dude, sign me up for that.
Yeah, everyone start posting your podcast questions in the chat, or if it's a YouTube comment, we'll make sure we reply to it.
He's going to do a fly across this gap real quick on this Jackal. That just gets him past a lot of these snipers here.
Okay, I'm gonna do your method.
It's a deceptively hard section.
Yeah, usually you want to, kill Jackal snipers or dodge them in the run, but this is one of the reasons why this mission is notorious for being like difficult. It's because you have to fly directly at a Jackal sniper, and you're just at the mercy of him.
It's a harrowing start on any because every revert costs you like 10 seconds and you just die sometimes. It's very sad.
Do you know if I loaded that section toy chest right there?
If you're close to the door, you would, but
Yeah.
it seems like you're good.
I think you did.
If you didn't, it's
I
fine.
got everything here. Gets him a checkpoint. Makes this section a lot comfier. There it is. Nice.
Okay, so
Now he can just fly at his leisure.
Was he already out? I might revert that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you got unlucky. You didn't get the extra spawn across the bridge.
Yeah, he's coming out.
Yeah, one thing that's good about that strat is when you kill the elites and the marines, not the drones in that instance, it actually keeps this area patrolling, even though they just heard a war zone happen inside the temple.
Yeah, that's a good example right there of the Jackal snipers where they just take you out of the sky sometimes. It's like, well, that stinks.
Something I would like to mention is that from going to Delta Halo to Regret, Dabble should be used to this, getting like a beam because he plays on season 7.
Yeah.
Or season 8.
But the way that the carryover works here is that it replaces your rocket with the beam. So I'm carrying over a beam and a sword, or I carry over the sword and then it replaces my secondary with the beam. And it makes the fly a lot harder. I would be doing it with a rocket if I could, but yeah, I don't have that luxury with this category. Hi, buddy.
Okay, so once he kills all 5 of these snipers, it will give him a pretty guaranteed checkpoint right here at the end. Right below, right here. There you go, nice. So now he's going to throw a grenade here that will kill a bunch of these enemies, and he'll do a sword cancel onto the gondola early. Nice and easy, just like that. That was really nice. It was smooth.
Very nice.
So now you do gondola launch, right?
Gondola launch.
Okay, so he's setting up for a trick called gondola launch. He's actually bailing like this to delay a checkpoint, which will cause a phantom to despawn over that platform. And when that phantom despawns like that, and you do this specific series of events, it will cause the game to freak out and overlap its separate instructions to the next gondola, and it will launch him through the air. It'll become much more clear, but it's more clear when you see it visually.
And
But I'll talk you through it.
it's much more cool than it could ever be explained, in my opinion. It's one of the coolest looking tricks.
If I get it, I think I got
that phantom you saw. I think you're fine.
No,
yeah,
you're fine.
Plenty of time. So he's going to grenade jump across this little gap here to the next gondola, and when he presses the button to start it, it will spawn a set of enemies on the gondola that he just left. Ooh, yeah, it'll be fast. Let's see this. I'll let you concentrate.
I apologize.
I'm not getting it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait.
This way on purpose, or was
Think adapting, hold on.
some other cataclysmic event?
Ah, slow, yeah. I think it's just.
I think he gets it. I think he actually gets it.
Something?
They got it.
Oh,
No, he got it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
nice.
That was
Good.
actually,
That was
how
a
did that,
clutch.
oh my god.
How did that work?
That was literally like a 0.01% chance of working. And
That was nuts, yeah.
and as you guys saw, oh my god, that was actually really good. If you guys saw, he was literally Master Chief from the book. That was actually a really huge adaptation.
Yeah, so killing the enemies, that last enemy, you're supposed to kill him within like a 0.75 to 1 second window. He killed that last enemy way outside that window and still got the launch, which is huge. It's actually so cool.
Oh my god, dude, that actually got my heart racing.
Yeah, that was sick.
Just like how Dabble said 0.75 to 1 second, he killed him around like 0.76 to like 1.01. That was like that tight.
Yeah. That was tight. That was really cool. Wow. Holy.
All right, so we got a skull here.
It's like,
yeah, we got a skull.
Yeah, we're doing the category. Yeah. I need some.
just nonchalantly. Just.
Still just basking in the awesomeness of that gondola launch. That was so this
that was...
gondola you see, yeah. This next gondola is gonna ride that down. That's gonna be another episode of the Halo podcast, I guess. There's gonna be a couple of those on this level.
Wow.
I actually want to say one more thing. Like, I know it's gonna be about gondola launch. He actually, like, his trajectory was perfect. He landed on the platform.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really good.
You could go up really high up to the sky, skybox, or all the way down to the water. So it's actually a very tight pixel lineup, and he did it really well. Like, I'm actually like very, very proud of you on that one. That was a really good one.
Me too. On the fly too, like in the clutch. Yeah, that was sick. He made that look a lot easier than it is. That was hard. That was.
Honestly, I feel like I made it look a lot harder than it actually was.
Oh god. All right, so in this elevator, this gondola elevator underwater section, Cortana lower dumps on you, and for the speedrun, we just kind of wait around. There's no way to skip this. We just kind of have to play through it. Most Halo 2 runners don't really mind the auto scrollers because you just kind of get used to it, and it's a few of them are long enough that you can take a pee break, so it's really good for that.
Now speaking of QZ.
Yeah, we'll just wait till we get to QZ.
So, do you all play any of the other Halo games, or is it just Halo 2 that, this is the only game that you guys run? Like, give me the rundown.
For me, this is the only Halo game I run. I do run other games. I don't know about y'all guys.
Your only game, right?
It's my only game, but I've dabbled in ODST. I've done a deathless run in it, and it was pretty fast. It was akin to a speed run, and I like Reach.
Go ahead.
I like Reach, but I haven't got to speedrunning that. But Halo 2 is forever my favorite, though.
Yeah, this is my only game. I specialize. I said Halo 2 is the only game I want to run. It's the only game I'm going to run, so, I just kind of roll with that.
Excellent choice.
Right down to these guys, no fear.
Zero bias on my end.
Yeah, exactly. Cool's gonna hit some nice back smacks on these invisible enemies. Got a really nice spawn set for that, actually. That was sick.
Did he spawn the third elite?
Nah.
I get that.
He didn't get the fabled carbine elite.
What carbine elite are you talking about? I've never gotten this so far.
There is. You're just.
Yeah. So if you get through that section while stealthing it, while nothing sees you, that's a rare carbine elite will spawn behind the sword guy. It's super rare. You almost never see it because who stealths that section anyways? I think I've seen it twice ever. I just recently saw it. And I got a clip of it, so I have that clip now. But it's super rare. You almost never see it.
Yeah, the special way to get him is to stealth both of the elites, and he's already super rare. And then there's another rare spawn that it's more common than him, is a plasma rifle elite that comes from under the stairs. But he's just like all stoically there with his carbine, and he's as you're walking up the ramp, and he could just end your life as a sword elite is accompanying him.
It's really scary seeing an elite pop out, and he has a carbine in his hands and not a sword. That can strike terror in the hearts of pretty much any Halo 2 runner.
Yeah, carbine on legendary is, I would say, it's adjacent to a jackal sniper. It's
they shoot like
less DPS, but they're just firing it. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, finishing up our last auto scroller here until the next one, of course, because it's regret. So there's a bunch of them.
Well, it's not much of an auto scroller here, actually.
That's true. Yeah, the next one you do fight a little bit. So,
but like I have to swap a lot of
of
weapons in order to set up for going into the temple.
That's
Little
right.
stealth section.
Yeah.
Yeah, stealth it. Good.
All right, he's gonna walk right past all these enemies right inside. Ooh, nice checkpoint. Yeah. He's gonna walk right past all these enemies, not care about any of them.
Oh, might have to care about.
Oh, I got bad spawns. Yeah, you have really bad spawns too with the 2 elites right there. Gonna hopefully get a melee boost with this guy. That'll do.
I might die.
They were so nice. They were just taunting you. They really wanted to end Master Chief, but they're like also not ending him. So we take that.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I brought up my sword to aggro the elite to make sure he melees me instead of shoots me.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little micro there.
For all of you that don't know what he just said, weapons in Halo, they have a scariness factor, and the sword has 16 out of 16, so it makes elites want to really retrieve the sword because it's like a holy relic to them, and it makes every all fodder very scared. So it's a very smart play on your end.
I saw you put the skull in the canister there to explain that. Weapons on this gondola have a funny habit of phasing right through the floor and being lost to you forever in the water. So by putting it on the canister, it's super rare that they fall through the canisters. So obviously you want to protect that skull. So it's smart of you to do that. I didn't know if you were going to do it or not.
Yeah, I always,
the line.
Oh my god, you said it. Yeah, I
said the name of the category.
Yeah, I always do it. There was a point I wanted to actually bring up on Outskirts, on how I originally was going to route out this category, because it was before when I discovered the skull smuggle trick. My idea was to like put it on a box and just push the box with the warthog. I actually did that.
Oh my god!
And I think it took like 40 minutes to do.
Yeah, legendary. Yeah, that
sounds diabolical. Oh my. That sounds nasty.
My
guess is like about 300 reverts because legendary shenanigans.
It was so awful. I never want to do that again. It was funny.
Yeah, it's really
terrible.
Really cool you found the smuggle trick for that.
Oh yeah, it's really useful. And it's kind of what made the category passable.
So upcoming is the Regret boss fight, which is a notoriously difficult section of the game. It's one of the hardest sections in the entire game for sure. A bunch of enemies are going to come out of this temple. There they come. And Cole is actually going to clear them all out using the weapons that he's brought with him.
Oh, look at that guy go.
Nice and easy. Just gonna... Nice. Oh wow, that body flew. Holy.
This is why I need the beam. These jackal snipers are really, really annoying. Or not jackal snipers.
Little super bounce.
Okay, once he steps on this platform, it's going to trigger a cutscene to start, which you can then skip. And he's going to walk right by all these enemies and get into the boss room.
This is probably one of the hardest sections of the run right here. This little entry. It's really annoying to do.
I hope you first try it just because it just make us look like, yeah.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, the lead's it. Okay. All right. Well, now we look like idiots again. Oh man. All right, so now this, so you board Regret's throne, and if you do another nade board like we did back on Metropolis, it does damage to him much faster than normal. So do 5 boards, and then he is dead. He's just standing here looking for a checkpoint. Looks like the game's not going to be nice.
Yeah, I probably should have gone for it first. I was trying to check where the skull was here, but I guess we'll just do it. Oh, he's right here, man.
He's right there. Yeah, that's probably why.
Okay, hopefully he flies you away.
Here. My dad.
Right on top of the sword elite.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you guys know. Yeah.
Yep. Now you guys know the pain. So Regret sometimes can just drop you off right in front of the sword elite, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that just kind of happens sometimes. So that's the Regret fight classic. Good news is the game is being nice to you again here.
Too many for me to track. You don't have much time.
Okay, sword fight to him. That's one board.
There's the target. Take him out.
Okay, hopefully checkpoint this time.
There.
Game was nice.
Watch your back.
Okay.
Oh, that's not gonna work. That's fine.
There's a second board.
Gotta get rid of
It's actually good that you didn't board him. He flew you away.
Yeah. The grenade board missing.
Ooh.
Funny.
Third sword elite. So the presets for this fight is 2 sword elites at the start and 4 grunts, and then 2 more elites spawn, and it's basically you're rolling what elites you get. So he got a sword elite, which is really good.
Oh, damn. Yeah, almost got away.
Really good with an asterisk.
Yeah, this part's
Yep.
tough.
So
Watch your back.
this is a tough part of this. This is a tough part of this level.
Can I sword fly, please?
I hope I don't have to say why the sword elites are good after their little griefing stint.
You should be fine. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so in those little doorways below, there are 4 of them, one in each corner of the room. There's a random chance what elite weapon they're going to be holding when they spawn. There's a 4 out of 9 chance that you get a sword elite, a 4 out of 9 chance you get a plasma rifle elite, and a 1 out of 9 chance that you get the dreaded double plasma rifle elite. And that double plasma rifle elite is scary.
Okay, since you know the odds, hold on.
Instantly.
Since you know the odds, my last run, I got 3 plasma rifle elites and 1 dual wielder. Oh my god.
Yeah. You need to go get a scratch offer.
You do, yeah.
Go to the Mega Million.
This. Not that long ago, I got 3 dual wielders and a plasma rifle guy.
Oh my god, 3.
One of my runs. Yeah. It was so they spawn in batches of 2, by the way. So it's like double dual wielders and a plasma rifle guy is so rare. It's unbelievable. But it is known to happen, and it's almost funny when it happens. You just kind of have to laugh and shake your head.
I mean, I survived.
Yeah, you're like, all my effort.
Man.
Yeah, you laugh or you'll cry. That's a good way to describe Halo 2 Legendary. You laugh or you'll cry. You know? it's kind of how it goes around here. But it's fun. We wouldn't want it any other way.
So, a lot of this arena also, what makes it cool is it has a lot of like, I think Bungie, like, organically placed it. It just seems organic. Where Cole just looks like he's just jumping around, but there's a lot of little nooks and crannies you can go up on, and you're basically trying to kite the sword elites all the way to the top floor. That's why they're the preferred spawn, because they can't shoot you. So you just keep traversing, and then you pay attention to them while also paying attention to the grunts, and you pay attention to Regret with his beam. That's really, really scary. So it's a really tough fight.
Yeah, you can mentally keep track of where the enemies are. That's what you'll see in high level play. And Coley gets that fight nice and easy. Well done.
Man.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was well done. So that's Regret done. Now we'll move on to Sacred Icon.
Yeah, we're on Regret. We should be on break, right?
Really not. I think we're just going to keep rolling.
No, yeah, we can absolutely do that. All right, we're going to take just a short break, and then we will be right back to continue Halo 2. Welcome back, everybody, to the GDQ Hotfix Oops All Halo Weekend. We're going to jump right back into this run here. Coley, are you ready to jump into Halo 2 Skull Protector?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we're ready to go in like 3, 2, 1. We're on a yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're good.
All right. Why don't you reintroduce the run? What are we watching right now, and what are we going to finish out?
Yeah, we're doing Halo 2 Skull Protector. It's a category I made up. No one else does this besides me. And it's essentially you take the skulls that are hidden in each level all the way to the end of the level. And there's going to be a lot of cool glitches that not a lot of people have seen before. But we're in second right now.
What's your PB on this?
Okay, funny story. So it's a 147.40 right now. But when I actually submitted it to you, I had a 209, and I
that
gave
is
you
true.
I gave you the estimate of 2 hours because I was like, I'll probably get like a 150 something. But no, like I got like 13 minutes under the estimate. We're probably not gonna get that, but I find it pretty
still
cool,
really fast.
that I got.
You're actually
So good.
Little does Coley know that he's now letting everyone know that they have to beat his PB in Skull Protector.
I mean, yeah.
In this category that he made up.
Yep.
I'll definitely take a crack at it. It's really fun. I always enjoyed watching it when Coley streams it and does his runs, and no resets are also really fun. And the ILs for them, just like breaking apart the glitches. It's a really cool run.
Yeah, actually.
Now we're at a Gondolissa.
Yeah, I have some plans of actually making a tutorial on the category. So sometime in the future, those will be up because it's very complicated. It's more complicated than I'm making it look.
Short podcast break.
That's true.
This level sacred icon. More waiting, yay. Our favorite.
Oh, we get the lore.
This mission, you either really like it, I'd say not love it, but you really like it, or you hate it. At Sloth SG.
Yeah, pretty much everyone either loves this level or they
or they are Sloth.
or they are Sloth, yes, or they are Sloth. Shout out to Sloth.
I like SI. Believe it or not, sword flying is actually not my favorite trick in the game. It's shotgun boosting. And yeah,
really? That's interesting.
I think it's because I started with easy, and you do it a lot in Cairo.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I actually respect that. I think shotgun canceling or shotgun boosting, as it was referred to, is one of the cooler, underutilized tricks in Legendary.
So once you kill this Enforcer, it'll actually open the door that lets you escape. So you can actually shoot through the glass with the carbine, which is an interesting little quirk of Halo 2. So if you are seeing that he's shooting through the floor, you are not wrong. That's exactly what he's doing. The game lets you do it. So Camo passes Sentinels here. Nice and easy. Gonna shoot another piston, and I'll get him into the infamous carrier hallways. One of those sections that it just confounds Halo 2 Legendary runners always. You can always take a random death here. But he's going to do the aforementioned shotgun trick. It's a series of inputs, 4 inputs, all very, very fast. It's a melee, shoot, reload, and jump. It's melee, reload, shoot, jump in that order, super fast. So you probably won't be able to see the inputs, but you'll watch him launch forward off the carrier here in a few seconds.
I have the checkpoint.
So he's actually going to jump over the gap here. Did you get a checkpoint? I don't think you did you? You didn't? Okay.
You got it, first try.
Track the enemies to him. Yeah, you got
Don't worry.
He's going to camo here when the enemies get close to him. Now he's going to look for a carrier close to him. Okay, there's that carrier. He's going to do a shotgun boost off this guy. There you go, just like that. You saw that spoon boost he got? That's a shotgun boost.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
That's really, yeah, really, really
battle
unlucky
rifle spawn,
there.
yeah.
Really bad spawns, yeah.
That's the bane of every Halo 2 runner's existence when on this level.
It's really interesting though, because again, it's like the differences in runs every time, you know, like when you're doing this, one practice run could be totally different than the other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. No. This section is a good example of that, where you see that battle rifle spawn and you just kind of like in your head, because you know that the reverse coming. You see that battle rifle guy, it's painful.
I'm not too bad on my
Halo 2,
honestly, but
yeah, sometimes the spawns just say you're gonna die though, and it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Like it's rare, but it does happen. That's what happened to you there. Okay, let's try this one more time.
is that a shotgun guy? Okay, no.
It was, yeah, he missed.
It was?
It was, and he missed. I think I
oh my
heard
god.
the blast. Yeah, I think he missed, which is whew. Because shotgun flood in this game kill you instantaneously from super far away. They're super annoying. So it's a good thing that he that guy missed, because that would have been really unfortunate. But now he's going to camo past these guys. He's going to go down to the depths of this section and grab a rocket launcher. That'll be useful later. It's kind of an off-the-road path, but not many people know that the rocket launcher is actually here. But good game knowledge.
No flood spawn is also really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I want to touch up on the shotgun boost that he did originally, because another one is coming up. It looked like his shotgun didn't move. That's because I believe that the shotgun doesn't have a fleshed out weapon switch animation. It just spawns. So when you see him fly, it's because he shot to kill the carrier, and that removes its collision model. So he shoots to kill the carrier, removes the collision model, and he does almost like a regular melee cancel that he did in Oracle, and that still propels you forward because it's the enemy biped is there. That was a pretty good one. Speaking of melee boost.
Now he's got the skull, and now he's going to be doing some melee boost. Enemies hopefully staying unseen.
Ah, close enough. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, that was nice. Nice and smooth.
Blue sentinel beam.
Love that. Little rare item pickup.
Yeah. If you guys saw in the Oracle mission with the sentinels, they shoot orange beams, but this mission introduces the aggressor sentinels, I believe, and they drop blue sentinel beams.
Eliminator beam. It's
Eliminator beam, yeah.
Now he's gonna drop down through this series of tubes here. He's gonna shoot these piston locks to open them up.
Make sure I don't put it in the tunnels here, because I can't deload.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we mentioned before, also with Oracle, the pressure launch with the elevator, these tubes have the same funny, let's not let the player just fall down really fast and die. So you see that a lot in movement sections that have tubes or drop-offs or slides and other things.
All right, that section right there was really scary. Kind of went well though.
Yeah. It's a spooky section where you can just die sometimes and it feels really bad. But did it well. It was pretty sick. So out here on the outside, we're gonna see yet another pickup fly where he flies hopefully over all of these enemies, spawns permitting. And he starts this wave fight really early. So the end of SI is actually a giant wave fight, which we'll see in a second here. Oh, you got a good spawn. Let's go.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, I missed.
We get a checkpoint.
Checkpoint
here anyway. So
yeah, you get a checkpoint. Yeah. Pickup flies are hard. The window's very, very tight to hit that next input. There you go. Nice. Yeah. So I'll let them fly over all these enemies, over that wall, into this next area where the fight is. That's a cool fly. I love that fly.
That was a cool redirect. You actually could probably get allies.
Now that spawns the enemies in here. So there's 5 enemies he needs to kill here, and then that will start the fight. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and the 2 fell down the hole. That's
nice.
pretty cool.
Our guy right now. Okay.
No, that's all of them. Yeah.
Saves rocket ammo.
And to start the wave fights, in between these two turrets, the half jaw wants you to be there, so you speak to him.
All right, so now there's gonna be 6 waves of enemies that come in sequence. Which wave you get is random. So you've just got a good strat for the section is to kind of get used to memorizing their locations. So you see like 1 or 2 flood and say, okay, I have this wave, and you can react accordingly. That's what he's doing here. He has a rocket launcher flood. That's super scary. Every CE player knows that the rocket.
Not even scarier one right there.
That was a shotgun flood. Shotgun flood looking at you. Scary.
Take your flood and double it to the next person. Oh my god.
Yeah, holy.
Hey, at least you're getting rocket ammo though.
True.
Yeah, with this strat, I can't get the carbine, so I gotta rely on the spawns to give me usable weapons, which I don't got that right now.
Yeah, ideally, you get a battle rifle. And then
actually, I'm gonna trade out the
come off from range.
It's got carbines.
I think a flood is stuck on that.
You gonna give the elites a rocket launcher? You're brave. You're braver than I am. Holy. Enemies, the elites in this game, your allies have a funny little habit of shooting you in the face with the rocket launcher. So if that's a brave move. Oh, there you go. Just PR. That's nice. I like that. Getting allies here, allied elites to help you is super nice because they actually kill the flood for you, so you don't have to do anything.
Is there a flood that's stuck on that thing? Yep.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we were talking about. I wasn't sure.
I was gonna say I haven't heard a roar yet. No.
Yeah, but the rockets.
Every time you hear a flood roar, it signals that a new wave is starting, so that's why he's looking around.
Yeah, but the rocket strat, you actually kind of guarantee like I think 4 elites in this area.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been finding. I mean, I've only done the rocket strat for like a little bit, but I pretty much guarantee it. Feels like.
No, super cool. I mean, it's a great strat. I like it. It's a strat we do for lasso too, I believe nowadays.
Ooh,
another rocket flood.
Another rocket flood. Wow, I've never seen 3 rocket floods here.
I think that was.
I think the most I've had for head was 2.
Yeah, the third one comes from the previous area. There's a spawn near the door you come out of.
Take this. Ooh, BR.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Crisp
So
or spawned.
This should be wave 4, correct?
Oh yeah, I believe it's 4 or 5. One thing you can say about this wave fight is eventually, when you've played the game enough, you get used to seeing, like, you see one flood and you know, okay, I have this wave, I have this wave. Just that pattern recognition.
I'm actually not at that point of Halo 2 speedrunning quite yet. That's not what I want.
I would, this is a testament of my playing, my speedrunning. It is probably the most different combat section I've seen. I don't want to say across all Halos, but it's definitely Halo 2. And I think it's my favorite one because of that. It's the dynamic spawns of all the flood around the map, and you have to like almost study the guns they hold, the type of flood they are. It's really fun, and it gets really nerdy, and I like it for that.
That's Sacred Icon done, and move on to Quarantine Zone. This is another driving level. We're actually going to hop in this Ghost and take that to the end with us, and we're going to do another auto-scroller. First, we're going to grab the Skull. The Skull for this section is actually back in the area we just came from, so Coley's going to drive this Ghost backwards towards the Skull. It's back on that way back platform. This is all where we came from in Sacred Icon, by the way. All the same area.
Came with that door.
And the Skull, the Sputnik Skull, is, yeah, that's where he came from, that door we just looked at. And the Skull is right back here in this corner.
He's going to do a little walk in here.
He's going to take the Skull with him. Yeah, just a little bit of walking, you know. Doesn't hurt nobody.
Yeah, there's this,
get your cardio in.
There's a strat that I wanted to do from like going to SI to QZ. We had a full reset there, so we got all our nades and our carbine and sword. There's a really weird SI is, I'm still trying to figure it out, but there's some weird carryover nonsense where you can take a plasma pistol, and then the carryover that you get is it's like a half-emptied carbine, and then like your primary, which would be my plasma pistol. And doing the plasma pistol strat makes that like around like 30 seconds faster. It also makes QZ a lot easier because we actually don't have access to our invisibility. Because if we get out, we have to do the trick again, and there's not many places where we can do that safely, especially. Also, do I have this? Oh, I gotta be sure.
Yeah, I gotta be sure. You don't want to like to the end and not have it. Yeah, so usually on this level you get out and pop your camo. So when you jump out and get it and pop camo and get back in the vehicle, the game still treats you like a camouflage and enemies don't shoot you, which is a really useful mechanic for this level. Let's just drive past some things. Coley doesn't have access to that because if he gets out, he can't get back in with the Skull. It's kind of hard to do. So he has to actually take things kind of slow, kind of safe, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, and for instance, the crux of this area is Johnson is in that Pelican with a Scorpion tank, and he can just missile pod, and as you saw the Scorpion shot, and he could just choose you.
Dome you. Yep, he can just dome you out of the air sometimes, which is very funny when it happens on a run. It will happen eventually.
This is definitely one of those. It's definitely one of those things you want to just like nudge your fellow Halo 2 speedrunner and laugh at them, be like, yeah, it happened, but you don't want it to happen to you.
Exactly. No, it's a treat. It's like Santa coming, but makes you angry.
I got the checkpoint. Am I good?
Did you get a checkpoint? Yeah,
I think you're good.
Oh yeah.
I think you're good. If you got a checkpoint, you're good.
Is that?
You got
that's super rare. That's super rare too. So the trigger that advances the level and the one that spawns the enemies are separate triggers. So he hit one trigger but not the other one. That's super rare. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so that's super rare that it happens. Wow. We have okay.
Nah, that's fine.
Now you spawn him in because it's just that close. So that was a very rare despawn.
Yeah, that's only happened to me like once ever. That's really cool that you got that in a marathon. Holy. All right, now we're just driving past all these enemies, waiting for that debris to drop so it doesn't crush him.
I waited there mostly because copium checkpoint. This should happen. Okay, good.
Yeah,
this part is one of the hardest sections. I just got to brute force it. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. In that hallway, shotgun flood spawns and a rocket flood. Shotgun floods, we said initially, are the scariest, or Cole and his reactions. But once you're in a vehicle mission and you have a rocket flood,
wait, he's fun.
Just say goodbye when you hear it flying through the air, because the tracking in this game is insane.
The rockets track you, so if they shoot a rocket at you, you are dead.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Oh no, that's a goshawk.
He's dodging.
What?
Nice.
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
What is bro doing? Why is bro there? What in the world?
QC can be either the easiest or the hardest level in the run, based on if you get deload or not. I just killed you there. I'm not gonna lie.
That happens. But hopefully you don't show. Oh my God, the rocket almost curved down.
Yeah, you see the rocket curving around towards you. That's the tracking right there.
Like even when you're at this exit where the rocket, you stop seeing rocket floods, it could go through that tube and curve right. It could like actually take a full 90 degry.
Yeah, remind me.
That it's done that before, where it curved on the corner and still gets.
You remind me of one of the runs I had earlier. that exact thing happened.
Oh my God, it's painful. It's so painful. So this is the last section of the level, and then we go on a 5-minute auto-scroller where we just kind of get to chill. Want to drive past all these enemies nice and quick. You actually got the worst spawns possible. Turret, double ghosts, and door closed, but that's fine. You move right through it.
I could have.
And then we drive through here, we get on the gondola, and then it's time to wait.
Could have been worse. I could have got the plasma rifle spawns too.
Nice. And then the best part of all Halo 2 speedruns is coming up.
The podcast.
Yeah, the podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh, purple dye.
Actually, wait. The best part is where you can change colors of the armor.
Yeah, and that too. I just can't wait for this. The most insignificant glitch to any run, but also the most significant to all runners. I think you have to nade the bodies away.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. If you see the purple, the purple elite, that's gonna happen to us in a second. Here, we're gonna be a different color. Ooh. Oh, black.
Ooh.
Wait. Oh, hold on.
Black. I seen a really cool hot pink.
Ooh.
That's a really cool.
Oh yeah,
I need it. I need that. I need that color, man.
That's a rare pink. That's a very rare pink.
That's a rare pink. Yeah, that's a rare
Please.
color.
Oh, get it.
The flood are coming, dude. You gotta be careful. The flood are coming.
I can't get it.
Yeah, you just gotta go with black. Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll take jet black is cool.
That's a rare color.
We got a little sneak peek at why Halo 2 runners love it.
So now, instead of fighting this gondola, there's waves of flood that jump on this gondola and try to fight you. Instead of doing that, we're just going to come up here and fall through the elevator into the center. We are now perfectly safe. The flood cannot see us. They cannot shoot us. And we're just going to sit here and ride this gondola all the way to the end.
So about the podcast.
Yeah, about that podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
When's the question?
It's time for the podcast. If you were to tell anybody in the chat what Halo game that they should start with, not speedrun, just casually, they've never played a Halo game, they're a Mario player like me, where should they start?
I mean, CE, I feel like.
I like Cole, take it.
I feel like you have to start on CE. I started on CE when I came back to Halo, just in general, just like in chronological order.
If you care about the gameplay, if you care about the story and everything, you got to start with CE because it's the first one, right? But if you want just like a fun gameplay, I would say Halo 3 because it has the best gameplay of any of the games in my opinion.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah, and if you're trying to play all of them, like you're just very excited to play all of them on like a weekend Halo marathon, and it depends. You want chronological order or, in my opinion, gameplay. So if you want gameplay, start on Reach and then go up. Or no, chronological. Start on Reach and then go all the way. Or if you want gameplay, start on CE because you definitely see the gameplay evolve. And like myself, I am a very gameplay-oriented gamer. I like seeing mechanics and stuff evolve, and it's very cool seeing the history of what Bungie did and also 343 in their Halos. So mine is more ambiguous. It's either Reach or CE.
Technically, Reach came first, so.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, in chronological order. True. Waiting. We just wait. Yep.
I actually want to tell a quick story real quick about Oracle.
Do it.
So, I said before that Oracle was at the time impossible. And I was streaming way back in like I think early January this year, trying to make things work. I was trying to do an MSL through the wall, and it was stupid.
That's how I know you were desperate.
Yeah, I was desperate. But Mono was in my chat. If you know Mr. Monopoly, pretty cool Halo 2 classic speedrunner, and he told me that he never saw the skull smuggle trick before, and he was like, "Oh, yo, you wanna? I kind of want to showcase this in a YouTube short." I was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." So we did that. A day later, there was this guy in his comments who, lack for a better word, being very mean about it, being like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this trick before." And then there was a whole argument in the comments. Mono dismissed it, and so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna look at it, kind of laugh at it." I read through the whole thing though, and there was something that he was saying about like the animation being like prolonged after getting out of a vehicle. And using that information, I actually figured out the way that he was talking about. So it was a separate way of doing it, and that's kind of how I figured out how to do the Oracle skull smuggle. It's just so funny to me that Mr.
Rare Unhinged in the comments section.
Rare Unhinged YouTube commenter World W.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny to me that that's what made the category possible.
But I feel like that's why we love speedruns, though. It's because it's always little silly things like that happen that you're like, maybe I should try this, and then you actually get a strat that gets a run going in a category that other people will run, and then it thrives. So it's always funny how strats are found. So that made me laugh when I first heard of it.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out Monopoly. Made this category possible, even though you didn't suggest anything. But thanks for the
indirectly made it possible.
Yeah, indirectly made it possible. It was pretty cool.
All right, so now we're starting up Gravemind. This level has a rightly earned reputation for being the most brutal level in Halo 2 Legendary, and Halo 2 in general. It is incredibly difficult. There's a lot of skill that goes in this level.
Cool.
And that skill is multiplied by having to carry a skull through the entire thing.
Yeah, as you can see, this can't leave the cutscene without dying, so really cool prelude to how difficult it is.
Yep, you start with no shields with enemies already shooting at you, so it's a good little taster. Little appetizer. So now once all 4 of these grunts are killed, it will start a dialogue section where you're waiting for the next wave of enemies to spawn. But we're not going to let those enemies spawn. We're actually going to despawn the next 2 waves by standing in a very particular spot on that camera in the center of the room. So what this is doing is the game has divided this room into 4 different sections, and in the boundaries between those sections, you can actually stand in a very precise spot, and the game doesn't know where you are. It doesn't know what section of the room you're in, so it won't spawn the waves at all. It'll just skip them and move on to the next. So we're actually skipping 2 waves of enemies by doing this, standing in this precise spot.
Yeah, and a little thing to note about that, if you actually pull up the scripts and the trigger volumes, it is actually a really hard trick to hit. But luckily, Bungie put that camera right there, and you actually absorb perfectly into it. So it could have been theoretically the hardest trick ever.
Yeah, but it holds you in place. It's hard to describe. Yeah. The camera like holds you in place when you walk into it, like right in the perfect spot. So it's a serendipitous moment for this level, definitely.
Yeah.
So Coley is needling all those enemies on the floor. Once 2 of them are left or fewer, carbine brutes will spawn 2 of them. And there's the first one. And the second one is across the way, so you needler both of those and grab their carbines. And he saved 2 enemies on the floor for last. He's actually going to do that same wave despawn 1 more time. Except the time window on this one is much tighter, so he has to be more careful about this. Kill this last brute. Yeah, he likes to run around. You know, he likes to run around just to get happy.
With this one being tighter, he has to be on the floor next to him. And if anybody played Halo 2 on Legendary, a berserking brute being that close, it's like very deadly. As you saw when you got the checkpoint.
Again. Now he lines up again. He's going to despawn 2 new waves, and that's this first room done, nice and easy, just like that. That's a very hard fight. He just made it look very, very easy. Well done.
Yeah, nice.
On one of the pedestals near
yeah,
I've gotten used to baiting brutes. You can like bait a lot of enemies in this game, like elites, like aggro them and aggroed brutes. You can kind of tell what their movements are going to be.
Yeah, and what he did there,
animations, you embarrass them.
The carbine is gonna show why it's the carbine and nobody likes it, but he hit the camera, the little pedestal first for Cortana to spawner to go back for more carbine ammo.
Oh, that's
because it is really necessary.
I just grabbed that PP there.
Yeah, out of the air it looked like. Yeah, so the Covenant carbine in this game, the weapon he's using is It has a well-earned reputation for not being the most accurate gun ever, so we will probably see at least one. You usually get one death from the carbine just saying, yeah, you're not hitting that guy's head, sorry.
Like that? Yeah.
Like that. That's a good, like that, yeah, like that. Right on cue, yeah.
Oh, right this way.
Enemy standing still, and you just get no headshots.
Yeah, the Bungie gives the, like, look how far he is, and then the carbine hits him because the brute is holding it. But in your hands, I think the most I've ever had it was I used 2 carbine magazines and I still didn't kill a brute that was about 10 feet away from me. So
that's a classic. So it shot this brute, that causes the other one to drop his gun. Oh, never mind, I guess.
Okay.
Sometimes he decides, you know what, I don't want to drop my gun, and that's exactly what just happened there.
Halo 2's rush nature showing up.
That wasn't even a beam right there.
Yep. Oh, he got killed, yeah. No, that was a plasma pistol shot hitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're doing this Gravemind, isn't it?
Yep. This is Gravemind. This is Gravemind. Yeah. Where you just get rolled. You just get rolled over and over again. Yep.
Oh, carbine, please.
Carbine.
Also,
red moment. There we go.
Brutes in Halo 2 effectively have about the same HP as a hunter, which is a demi-boss. So you're running through them and you're hoping that the smallest part of their body gets hit, aka their head. And with the most inaccurate gun, it just makes this mission really, really tough for combat. So you can't body shot them or anything. You can throw nades at them and super combine them, but the Needler also has some flaws.
You can body shot them, but it's going to take you a really long time to kill them. You can try that out, but I want to be there when you do to watch it because it'll be really funny.
I wouldn't be surprised it's one full carbine against one brute, and then you still have 5 behind him.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me at all. So what Coley is doing here, he's actually trying to stealth this room, because if nothing sees you in here, you actually don't get echo spawns that come into this door. So that was very nice. Nice little serendipitous thing that he got.
That was actually
clear out this room. Yeah, that was really nice.
No, let's go ahead.
Wow, carbine being a good gun for once. Wow, that's crazy. So now he's going to clear out this room entirely because next is the infamous prison skip. This trick saves about 2.5 minutes over just doing the prison normally. I think it's a nice checkpoint there.
We'll try to play it safe.
He can set up. He's essentially going to have a brute melee him into the lift, and the brute will be on top of him. And it lets him abuse the game's broken melee mechanics and butterfly us and like fly essentially back up to the top of the lift.
The only butterfly? No.
That's a super cool trick.
The carbine kind of made us eat our words, I'll say.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've seen it perform way worse, which is a good thing though.
I don't like
nice.
that.
So as you can see that
I don't like that one.
Do you know how to?
Yeah, I know how to recover it. It's just like I wasn't feeling it, honestly. I want to do this safely.
That's fine.
Oh, brutes, please.
Okay. Sometimes he just doesn't want to melee at you. He just ignores you and jumps the lift. It just happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of what makes this trick tough for people learning it or doing it is you could get different spawn permutations. Like right there, when he had the one that kept jumping up, it's because he got the close spawn, and it's very hard to activate the lift and also keep him there to melee you. And then there's another one where it's 2 shoulder pad brute, and he actually dies to a second beam rifle shot. So he's just shooting you, and you're trying to bait him into a melee, which is really tough.
So he dropped down into the loading zone and then is flying back up now. And what happened there is the brutes got stacked on top of him. Enemies jump into the lift after you, and he actually got enemies on top of his head. Yeah, see all these brutes coming up? Yeah, coming up the previous floors. It's like a waterfall of brutes. Holy moly.
And that was actually very serendipitous because they fell off of his head.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Like I mentioned before, melees, for how sword tricks to work, they're very physics-based, so trying to do that with 3 very heavy brutes, it just keeps stacking on the difficulty to the point where you actually start going down. So he actually got really, really, really good RNG with the brute walking off.
I'm gonna quit this room. I got my checkpoint during
make his way through
the gift there, and I don't want to go back.
Yeah, you did. He could probably get the one after the hunters here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one.
Fine. So Coley's actually going to elect to clear this section. Usually we try to skip right through this, but he's going to clear it to get a checkpoint, which is a smart play for a marathon run. In a normal run, he probably would skip past this and just go, but for a marathon run, it's best to get the checkpoint and play it safe. There you go, nice and easy. That should give him a checkpoint coming up.
Oh, video game.
Hello.
Oh, video game.
Don't make me eat my words. It's making me eat my words.
That's why Gravemind is Gravemind.
Yep, because checkpoints will sometimes say, yeah, you're not getting a checkpoint, buddy. And that's just how it goes. Okay, he's gonna move over to the right here. The skull is actually outside of the map, outside on this little rim edge here. So he's gonna, oh, there's your checkpoint. That's a nice checkpoint, yeah.
Oh my god.
Kill that Jackal sniper, so it doesn't shoot him in the back, like it almost shot him in the face there. And the skull is actually way out there. It has this little elite goalie here. So we do a little sword fly to him. Just to get by him nice and easy. There's the skull.
Alright, unique thing about this skull is that you can't drop it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you now have three weapons for the rest of the game.
So throw away everything we learned about the skull being a support weapon, and then on this specific skull, the anger skull, correct?
Angry, yep.
Yeah.
It makes you pick it up into a third slot. So as we mentioned before, the sword fly is a 2-frame trick where you do YX, RT, and Y all in 2 frames. This one, you're going to be adding a YY as well because you have a third weapon slot. So you have to cancel your ranged weapon for the red reticle and also the skull. So it makes it really, really tough. Especially with this mission being as tough as it is. It's a testament to how much time you put into getting good at the sword fly.
Thank you. Oh my god, Grave Mine.
Nice
Grave Mine.
checkpoint.
Oh.
Yeah. Grave Mine being nice to you. Holy.
Yeah.
It's now going to do a fly over the top of the enemies here to get through him really fast. Going to throw a grenade to distract the elites below him. And he's going to hit another sword fly off these brutes entering the lift. Just like that. Nice.
Might get stuck here.
Kill one to make the other one berserk. Ooh, we got stuck on top of it. That's unfortunate.
Maybe no rangers because he's pretty fast.
No, he's got the jetpacks. He's got the
really good
stuff. He knows his stuff. Very nice. You can do a sword cancel in the middle of all these enemies.
Might die.
Oh,
there's a chance I might die here.
Yep. All right. Let's pray to RNGesus, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna try and make it through this room. No spawns. Oh, we got the extra spawns. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah.
That's unlucky. Yeah. This is why it's called. This is why we call it Hell Room, because.
Yep.
As we mentioned before, dual wield spawns. You're essentially mixing 2 elites together, so they shoot double the fire rate, double the projectiles, and in that room, a carbine elite spawns and 2 flying ranger elites with dual wielders. So essentially, in a tight hallway, you have 5 elites just shooting you. It's unavoidable, to say the least.
Yep. In short, you die. You die now because Halo 2 says so.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Nice. That's how it's supposed to with that cancel. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Yeah. You get through that nice and easy. It leads to 2 brutes spawn. Kill them real fast. Make it through. You actually got the bad brute spawn. Okay.
Yeah. Side by side plasma rifle.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah. That's the worst set of spawns you can get. Unfortunate.
So what happened there was, with that spawn, because they're side by side, usually they're in a single file line. He was trying to scope in, and then Halo, being the arena shooter it is, to balance, it has a descope mechanic. So he was trying to get the one brute to berserk by killing another, just like he did with that brute. And he couldn't because it descoped, and that made his aim stutter. So it was a very unfortunate circumstance with that spawn. Still, nice cancel.
Yeah, he still adapts.
Yep. See, like that single file line, what we need. And he just gets mad.
Like right there. Gonna cancel the head of this next one. That's very nice.
And he's gonna stay there.
And that guy's gonna run off like.
Oh man,
nice.
That's the hardest part for me.
That's the super hard part. When you're learning this game, that section will claim many of your runs. That's a rite of passage for every Halo 2 runner.
I have listened to the order, and it confirmed our
This is, I will say, this level is very hard, but it is also the most fun portion of the game.
Nice.
We got carryover. Carry through, okay.
Grunt fly and momentum carry? That's actually really good. Grunt fly is one of those special flies. I don't think we've mentioned it before, but to get a sword fly over an enemy's head, they need to be stationary or walking towards you. In that area, the grunts spawn, and after a second, they immediately start panicking. They're just scripted to panic because 2 brutes come to just kill them, so they're very, very scared. And he actually hit it first try and got momentum carry, which is really good. So it was a 1-second window.
I get stuck.
Oh, he just barely got reticle.
Ooh.
Barely got reticle.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Grave Mine is just a series of sword flies all chained together. And when it's done properly, like Cole's doing a really nice job right now. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the penultimate Halo 2 speedrunning missions. If you want to show somebody a Halo 2 speedrun,
Final bosses.
Yeah, this is the one. Especially when things go right and you're just chaining the flies, and you're not getting sniped out of the air, which Cole hasn't been, which is really good. It's it's just peak.
Yeah, it's so fun. This is the section of the game that every Halo 2 player lives for, where you just are chaining flies together and you're fighting enemies and you're killing enemies. It's just so fun. This is a great level. All right, now he enters the last room in the level, the infamous Mausoleum boss fight. This is a very difficult fight. You can die here sometimes because the game just decides you die. But hopefully he won't here. So there's 3 elites on this side here they want to kill first. These guys are ultra elites, which is nice because when you get close to them, they'll pull out a sword and they get mad and you can backsmack them really easy like you just saw there.
Yeah.
There he goes. Nice.
Yeah, that's...
So he's killing his enemies in a very specific order. You want to go elites, then hunters, then brutes. Because if the brutes die first, an extra wave of 3 brutes comes out of the opposite side doors, and you want to avoid that because that's not fast. You want to get to this area quickly. So he's going to save the brutes for last. There you go. Very nice. Nice.
That was really cool, Mausoleum. It was really...
Yep,
it could have went way worse.
Yep.
Especially with those ultras, because they're a new rank that got added to Halo after Halo CE. And when they do a berserk animation, as Dabble mentioned, they have their new special properties. They get really mad. They're the big bad now. They go after Master Chief and they pull out their sword. They can all of a sudden have no back. Like you're just wailing at their back and you just die. They just refuse to get back smacked. So he did that really well. Also, that was scary.
All right, through Gravemind in under 15 minutes. Very nice. With the skull too. And you can notice there's no animation for throwing a grenade with the skull, so you're just kind of vomiting grenades out into the ether.
Well, yeah, you can't throw it when you're holding a skull, obviously.
That's true. Yeah, what else are you gonna do, right?
Next 2 levels actually could be fairly unique because you never get to see the ends, or like for Charity, you never get to see the level because it always gets skipped. We're going full path.
Normally these next 2 levels on the regular Halo 2 Legendary run, we skip the overwhelming majority of the level with big skips. But in this category, the skulls are actually found within the levels themselves, so we can't skip that part. So you're actually going to see some DLC gameplay here out of Coley.
Yeah. Uprising in particular has like a throwback to Delta Halo where it's just, you can just go out of bounds, you know? We don't have to put an elastic barrier. But it becomes full path, and in my opinion, it becomes really, really interesting.
Okay, gonna dodge these brutes here and move on through. A lot of this is dodging enemies and killing enemies and abusing timings. It's super fun. This is a very fun level of the game as well.
Yeah, and to the naked eye, it's in that section, it's like a lot of it is manipulating the AI. Like he wanted to berserk that brute. He didn't berserk that time because it's Halo 2. But he would have berserked and he would have probably gotten a fly off of him or something. It's all about knowing what to kill, when to kill, even when you're about to go for a sword fly. And he did it really well. Let's cancel.
Scary.
Oh,
so now begins
my God.
DLC gameplay. Now begins the DLC gameplay.
Yeah, normally we would end the level.
Oh my God,
earlier.
that was so
normally we go on top of the map and go to hit the end trigger, but we're not doing that right now. We're gonna do something else. We're actually gonna drive through the rest of the level. So Coley's gonna take this ghost. He's essentially gonna try to drive through everything in this level as fast as he can, all the way to the skull. Do you kill the sniper in this? I don't.
I killed the sniper earlier.
No, you don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you camo through everything. So he's gonna camo past all these enemies in here, and a Spectre is gonna come around the corner. He's actually gonna dodge right past it, and the brutes accompanying it, just like that, nice and easy.
Oh, nice check.
That's cool. Harder than it looks, by the way.
Yeah, he actually got really, really good AI behavior, especially with that Jackal. He could have just ended you, and you're just close enough to scare him with the sword at the start. But
yeah,
that was
really
good.
Get a nice long sword fly here with the beam rifle and go right over the heads of all these enemies here.
That's fine.
I'll go down. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, let's go down the slope into the last area, which has my personal favorite title card in the series, Fight Club. Okay, so hit another nifty little sword fly here with camo. There's my title card, my favorite. Now he's gonna go to this little area here and wait for his camo to come back because it makes him super safe. Oh, not even waiting. You're
yeah, I do this in 100%. They don't.
You just go. Okay, fair enough. I love it. So I usually wait for my camo when I'm doing 100%, but you know that'll work.
He's just a renegade. He just walks between two raids and a sniper Jackal.
Yep, and he grabs a skull from the ceiling, nice and easy. And the end of the level is just around the corner, so we'll be able to get there really soon.
So the way I routed it, the Jackal snipers don't even notice you here because they're in their like little walking animation.
That's right, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Oh boy, hey buddy. So normally,
that goes very nice.
Normally, you wouldn't be able to carry rockets to Great Journey, but the way I swapped out my weapons, it's the same thing on Regret that as long as your primary is carry overable, you can pretty much carry that, and it won't even count the rockets. Also, look at I'm holding a skull here.
Oh, that is really.
Oh wow, I've never seen that. That's cool.
Yeah, you could see it on I want to say Metro and Regret. That scene.
You see yourself. You see yourself in the cutscenes, right?
I got a gold, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a really clean one. That was
that was clean. It was very nice. All right, so now on to High Charity. This is the second of 2 levels that usually get skipped in the normal game. So he's actually going to do this level full path, which High Charity full path is a lost art now. Who's shotgun guy?
Oh my god.
Okay, he's going to use these rockets now to kill the there's a bunch of brutes that come out of this doorway opposite him. He's going to use the rockets to take them all out really fast. And he's going to move right on past.
Shout out Zoo.
Nice,
for that rocket strat.
That was really clean.
Yeah. Zoo and Sunwraith cooking.
Yeah, Zoo was doing NMG and he told me about that. I was like, oh man, that's super useful because I don't do High Charity skip, so I have to, like, no matter what category I'm doing, I gotta do High Charity full path.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it so much funner.
You've actually you had good luck with shotgun spawns. I kind of want to talk about shotgun spawns. So in a lot of games, shotguns are like poorly balanced. When you hold it, it's like the penultimate close range weapon, where it only does damage 2 feet in front of you. Not in Halo 2. Not when you give it to the AI. When you give it to the AI, it effectively gets like mid-range assault rifle range, and it can kill you so quick. It's not even funny. Like I think it actually probably is quicker than Jackal Sniper in some instances. And another special thing about how dangerous it is like Kronos's run, his last run he did before, he had this skull called the Black Eye Skull. In Halo 2 we have that, but it gives you overshield, so you get 3 layers, and the shotgun in Halo 2 can actually do damage to kill you through all 3. So that's just how dangerous it is.
Through overshield. Yeah, double overshield kills.
That was so scuffed, by the way.
Yeah, that was scuffed. Yeah, I was watching, like, is he gonna live this? And he did live it. Well done. That was awesome.
I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, that drone survived. I didn't know where he was. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, hi, Chip. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, I feel like if you guys have something to say about this mission, I feel like brushing on the butterflies, because it's a one-time thing you see in the run, and it's kind of like prison skip, but it's a little off the rails and you go horizontal. So he's not showing it, but I just want to mention that it's a really cool trick that got found, and it's very big to the run, and it's just a really good trick. But it's, in my opinion, I find High Charity full path way more fun and entertaining. But you know, it's runner's choice.
It's good to see it too. Yeah, it's good to see it. And we got to do it for the skull, so definitely worth it. He's gonna do a nice little flight against this hallway, a little cancel here, a little adaptation. We love that.
Nice.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, the sword in this game is so versatile. You can get out of almost anything with the sword. So fun. All right, so here he's gonna try and stealth past these enemies. He got pretty good spawns for it. Nice little checkpoint there too. And he should move through this room. Yeah, nice and easy, just like that.
Nice. This could go way worse.
It's probably gonna go way worse right now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you made it through. You're
There's
good.
a chance you can get
As long as the sniper doesn't take your head off. As long as your sniper doesn't take your head off, you typically make it through there pretty easy.
Yeah, the
He's gonna sword fly to this flood. This flood is always holding rockets, and we won those. So he's gonna kill him and then take his rockets just like that. If you a little cancel there to get to the door quicker. There are drones coming behind you to kill you, so you definitely want to get back there, because you do not want to be in the middle of a group of drones. It's not a good place to be.
Yeah, especially Halo 2 being the first game drones were introduced, and they're not balanced, to say the least.
Yeah, they are questionably balanced in that they're not balanced at all.
Yeah. You just a lot of drone sections is run into the most dangerous enemy, even a shotgun flood, and just hope the drones don't demolish you and send you back to the previous checkpoint.
So now here he's gonna try and kill all these brutes. That will cause the next door to open. You can wait here for your shields, which is smart.
No deload for me.
Nice. All right, now that should cause. That was clean, yeah. Yep, so that will cause this door to open. And you can actually go to the next part of the level, and the skull is right through this door. And that pretty much ends the level. It's pretty chill after this.
There was a deload.
My favorite placement for the spawn. Let you go ahead.
Yep, the skull is right here, right in this lift. You just grab it while you're going by.
Just hanging out on the elevator.
Yep. On a human skull in the elevator on an alien spaceship. Whole thing.
Makes sense.
Classic.
There's something I wanted to say about the that section earlier. I found a deload that you can do. Oh, I got the worst one too. That's cool.
I knew the Covenant was good at
Oh man.
Forerunner technology, but this is amazing.
There was a deload
I got the fun spawn.
Yeah. There's a deload I found by like you cancel through that section. You can like skip a trigger, and it gets rid of all these enemies here. And especially for that spawn I just got, it can be really useful.
Unfortunately, it's not consistent enough for like, you know, being a true strat, but
Yeah.
it's a cool find nonetheless.
Still would probably need more testing. Speaking of that, during Cole's story on QZ, he spoke about a trick called MSL. That's actually the newest trick Halo 2 we've been working on, and it's been discovered thanks to a runner slash strat tester named Fortune, and it's a very beta tested test, very tough, but essentially it means momentum storage launch, and you try to maintain kinetic energy while being stationary, and it gives you almost like the gondola launch you've seen in Regret. It's just a little fun fact.
We'll be in the run soon, but now to TDJ. This is
Trademark.
the last level in the game, so we're almost done with this game. This level is once again a level where the skull is right at the end, so you'll see a lot of strategies that are very familiar. If you're a viewer of Halo 2 Legendary, you'll recognize most of this route. So starting off here, these wraiths here, you're supposed to fight them and all these brutes, but we're actually not going to do that. We're going to drive right up to the door, and we're going to drive all the way back, and then we're going to wait till these wraiths to disappear. Because for some mystical reason of the Halo 2 game engine, these wraiths just kind of disappear in midair. So you're going to look, if you watch the wraiths on the broadcast, they're just going to wink out of existence here pretty soon. And you can just drive right on through. And that, yeah, there they go. And that causes the door to open up, and you can drive right on through. So it's a funny little thing about Halo 2, but it makes our lives very, very easy in this section. Alright, so now he's going to drive through these hallways, just be nice and clean. Now this section, you want to get through here as quickly as you can, because these enemies have brute shots and grenades, and they're generally not nice if you don't like them. So let's move on through here. Nice and easy. Yeah, you grab the carbine. Yeah, grab a carbine from here and do a sword flight over this little gap here. That gets you to this section nice and easy. Ooh, you're going to get shot in the back? No, you're fine. You're clean.
That was really good.
That was actually super clean. Yeah, that was clean. All right, shoot that jackal in the face, and now we're gonna do another sword fly over this little bridge thing here. Little sword cancel, gets you out of danger. Nice adaptation. Love that.
Ooh, nice and sword.
The aforementioned enemy was moving, and
Yeah,
he
nice.
midair stopped.
I'm gonna.
There's a
Yeah. I'm
on
gonna get
it.
it actually.
Alright, so this is the prison area. Once you kill 3 brutes here, it causes the door to open and allows you to escape. So you want to kill 3 brutes here as fast as you can. We typically like to stick one. Stick one and then backsmack 2 more. That'll work. That's good adaptation. Cancel over the heads of all these brutes, and then that gets you to this last section. There are 4 brutes here. Yeah, that was really good. There are 4 brutes here. They all need to die for this section to go. You shot by accident.
Oh, and I gotta win the checkpoint.
Oh,
That's an interesting checkpoint. Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be...
That is quite a checkpoint.
Yeah, smart.
I might get a...
Yeah, go for the stick.
Might get a revert, like...
A double revert.
I would spam nade as you're loading in my opinion. Maybe. I don't know, who knows. Oh, you got one.
Nade, you got camo too for positioning.
Yeah, this is interesting.
This is like
interesting checkpoint. Yeah,
this is a very interesting checkpoint. How checkpoints work in Halo is you have to be out of combat, which means don't jump, don't shoot, don't melee, or don't have low shield. And he shot, and he still got a checkpoint.
Yeah, that's a checkpoint that you don't really see ever. Okay, you got through it though. Yeah, nice and easy.
Nice.
Some good adaptation. Okay, so now we are on another auto-scroller. This is the last one of the run before the final boss fight. So we're going to do a little preparation here. We're actually going to backtrack a little bit. And what this does is it deloads some enemies in the next section in the Wraith pilots, and it allows us, the Scarab, to start moving much faster than it normally would. Makes our lives much easier. So now that Scarab is going to move inevitably towards the end of the level, and we just kind of have to get set up and wait. So we're going to do a little bit of backtracking here. We're going to set the triple weapon, right?
Yep.
Nice. So what he's setting up is a glitch called the triple weapon glitch, which allows you to have 3 weapons in your inventory when you're usually only allowed to have 2.
Stop working. I'm going to do the backup here.
Backup? Okay. So he's not going to do that. He's going to do the backup instead. That'll
It's a
do
pretty
it.
tough trick. You got to like, it's a trick that I found through mono. Again. It's, the inputs are, you swap weapon, grenade, hold Y, tap Y, mash Y. It's really weird.
Yeah, the inputs are weird and they're very precise too, so.
It's my main method
Not the end of the world.
to go for. But if it doesn't work, I'm just...
So we're grabbing the Spectre. Yeah, we're grabbing the Spectre from the very start of the level. That's going to be useful here coming up, where we're going to use it to perform a glitch called the Johnson duplication glitch, which will make more sense in a moment here once we get to the end of the level. But we're still on the auto-scroller, and we're actually going to go to the very back of the map here on top of that big structure, where the skull is actually on the top of that structure at the very back. So we're going to take the Spectre and climb all over these back hills and that geometry, and we're going to collect the skull way up on top of the structure. I see you're a right side Randall. There's an ongoing
side, let's go.
as to whether the left side or the right side is better to drive on. I am personally a left side Larry, but Coley's a right side Randall.
I'm also a right side Randall. Don't be mistaken. We need more. We need to recruit more right side Randalls.
Nah, man. Left side Larry. Left side Larry forever.
Yeah, come on, yeah, see?
Yeah, Dabble is it may seem like he's the only runner that does it because he's in this call, but a lot of runners do left side, and it's a very classic thing, like a old speedrunner thing to learn to do the right side, in my opinion. And it's just very funny that the left side got found, and it's just like, we'll do it. It doesn't change the run in any way, but it's just funny. It's just a cool thing to have some camaraderie about.
I'd say about this category,
Left side.
I think it's actually faster going right side.
Really?
You can set up I think you can set up your Spectre here a little faster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter, you have plenty of time, but you can set up a little faster, like a second or two faster. But left side is still superior because it's left side, and left side best side. Left side forever. All right, you got the skull there, nice and easy. Now he's going to drive back down. He's going to get in a very specific spot to set up for the final boss fight. He's actually going to take the Spectre into the fight with him, which usually is not possible. You have to drop into the trigger to start the final boss fight with the Spectre also in the trigger, which is kind of tight. The timing is a little tight, but we're all us speedrunners end up getting pretty good at it pretty fast, because if you miss it, your run's dead. So you kind of have to get good at it faster. It's like survival of the fittest in that way.
Yeah, or you have
So
to
driving on
3 minutes.
Yeah. He's driving onto the structure, and now we just kind of wait for the Scarab to shoot his beam. Once Johnson has shot this door once, you can turn around and set up for the trick.
My Spectre is really messed up, by the way.
There is something special about where he's looking. If you look at the door frame, it's almost like Cairo Station when you look at the window and you watch Athens and Malta get absolutely obliterated. When you're watching him do his beam, he actually does about 5 less beams, so it's actually just faster in general.
He's hopping out here. The trigger that activates the final boss fight just became active, so he's going to drop into that, and the Spectre will come with him into the fight, and now has it to use, which is super, super cool. I think it's awesome. It's one of the cool little quirks of Halo 2. Okay, gonna get a quick revert here because those guys are being annoying. Go down all these brutes nice and easy, and as you can see, the Spectre is here waiting for us. So now we're gonna do the triple Johnson glitch. So when you get Johnson in a vehicle in this section, the game gets really confused because you need Johnson to win the game, right? So once you have a Johnson with you, the game doesn't know where he is, so it actually spawns in more Johnsons to help you in order to fix the problem that it sees. So once you get him in the Spectre, you can get in this particular spot, and that's what causes the game to say, oh no, I need more Johnsons, and it spawns 2 more just for you to use, which is super cool. And we're actually gonna take them onto the boss platform with us, which is usually not possible.
Yeah. The quirk of this boss fight is you need Johnson to shoot the beam rifle at his overshield, because without him, you're just soft locked.
Yeah, you can't damage the boss until the shields come off, and that's what Johnson with the beam rifle does for us.
Yeah, and my theory crafting for why that works is because the trigger for Johnson for the game to say, okay, he's here, we're good, is it's on the floor, but he hops into the turret and he's away from it. So the game's like, wait, what? I can't check for him. Where is he?
Don't do it.
It just spawns extras.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Tartars. Yeah, so this boss fight has killed many runs. It's a very painful to lose runs here because Charteris and Johnson sometimes just do weird stuff because their AI is weird.
There he goes.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic. Looks like he's coming back though. Yeah, he's coming back. He's okay. Yep. He's coming back though. There he comes.
He didn't jump off the edge, which is really cool. Whoa! Is that
a shotgun guy?
Why is he berserking? What happened?
Doing? Yeah, what is going on here?
Oh,
he's now taking.
Okay.
Oh, shotgun crew.
Hold on.
That's the shotgun guy.
This is like the most out-of-pocket boss fight ever. Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, he really likes you.
Oh my god, that was close. Yeah, he wants you. Okay, wait, you may clutch it. Hold on.
Holy.
Clutch it, nice.
Wow,
That
nice.
was close.
The fight of all time. Right
That was really close. Every direction to go to.
Time.
Alright, guys, that's
Time ends on this white screen. There you go.
GG.
okay. There we go. Yep, GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
GG. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you guys so much for showcasing this. Oh my god.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, and
this run was fantastic.
thank everybody at GDQ.
Yeah, seriously. Coley, why don't you explain just a little bit about who you are, what you do on your show, and where they can find you?
Yeah, so my name's Kali. You can find me at both YouTube and Twitch, Kali_ZZZ. This is actually not my main game. My main game is actually Super Mario Maker 2. I make levels and make really hard levels in the game. Lil Curbs and Panga have played my levels, if you know them. Speedrunning wise, I'm probably going to continue this category for a little bit. And I'm gonna go on to base ledge for a sub 130 perhaps. No promises, it's hard. After that, I'm gonna switch to my other speed game, which is Miku -3. After that, I'm gonna switch to my other speed game, which is Blink's Time Sweeper, my favorite game of all time. Halo 2 is my second favorite. And then after that, it's gonna be Halo 2 again. So I kind of cycle through games while doing Mario Maker 2 stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Absolutely.
Resume.
Absolutely. Toychest and Dabbldoya, you have any shout outs?
I want to. You can go ahead, Dabble. I'll let you.
Shout out to Rack, RAC
Shout out Rack, yep.
_ Yep, shout out Rack. He is the GOAT. Just no explanation. That's all I got.
I want to shout out Bonicus. I have a lot of shout outs. He did a lot of things for Halo 2. He made Uprising Butterfly a thing, which no runner, I think, to this point does. I'd like to shout out Sin. He's really good. Zoo, also GOAT tier runners. There's so many. Sunwraith, Dabbldoya in this call, and there's just so many runners like Rack, Zypher, just a lot of people in the community, and it makes me happy to be amongst a bunch of runners like these that always push you to play really well, and it's stuff like this that's really fun to be a part of. So I really appreciate you guys.
Well, you both did incredible, and seriously, Cole, you did fantastic as well. Folks, please go follow him over on his Twitch channel. You can hover over the title of the stream and click that big old follow button. Yeah, we're going to take just a short break, but when we return, we're going to jump into more Halo. But during the break, I have a quest for you. I want you to go and raid the GDQ Discord. I want you to go on in to the GDQ Discord. We are gonna ambush the moderators. They're not gonna know what hit them. We're going to spam the GDQ General Discord with all of our favorite Halo games. So !Discord. Let's go on over there and post your favorite Halo game in the general chat, and I will give you a Halo if you do it. Stick around. We'll be right back. Go over to the GDQ Discord.